All right, everybody, we are live from Daytona International Speedway, the final race for 5 drivers. In a season worth of effort, does it go down the drain tonight? We're going to find out here shortly. The 5 drivers looking to get in. Brent Hammerhand, the long shot. Joe Giorno also in the picture. There's Jason Williams. All of these drivers, plus Chris Lyotta, just now exiting the pits. And then there was one more. Josh Henderson, who was slow on the track, about gets wiped out. All these drivers are all fighting for the championship spot tonight. Last race for the playoff start. Going to be action-packed. We'll just go one by one here down the order. Brent Hammerhand, Garrett Jenkins got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy, tonight you come in as, I hate to say it, the long shot after what happened in the 20-point penalty. Out by 33. And I know you're the calm, cool, collected type of guy, but is that negative 33? Does that kind of
Maintain.
Does that kind of affect the mentality or how your driving style is going to be tonight?
You know, this race is going to be wild. I think. Hold on, just a second. Yeah, missed that. All right. I think we're going to be good. Not too concerned about much. I'm going to be pretty calm and cool. Pretty much the entire race. Kind of wait till the end, you know.
Yeah. Well, buddy, you're also coming in, if I'm not mistaken, you're the Daytona Clash and the Daytona 250 winner from earlier in the year, if I ain't mistaken.
Just the Clash.
Just the Clash. So you open up the year at Daytona with a win. Do we hope to see tonight? Do we hope to see the same tonight?
We hope to see the same tonight. Talked to the boys at the race shop there. They gave me the same car. Threw a different color on the number. That's about it. They said the car was clean. Go get it. So we'll see what happens.
All right, buddy. And then last question, then I'll let you go. Is there anybody you want to shout out to real quick tonight?
I think Buddy Curtis is on. He's a local here. I think he's gonna plan on joining, watching. Other than that, you've been a rock star. We've helped each other through a lot. Shane, Darcy, they're always good boys. My whole team, everybody. It's gonna be a good race. It'll be fun.
Yes, sir, it is. Brent Hammerhand comes into the night on the outside looking in. We'll see the 95 punches his ticket to the playoffs. Best of luck to you, buddy.
And forward, thank you, brother. Have a good night up there.
You too. So Brent Hammerhand does come into the night, the long shot looking in. We're just going to, again, we're going down the list here. We're going to get into man right now, fastest, and the man looking to, if I ain't mistaken, make up. Yes. Trying to make up 10 points tonight. Let's get in here with Jason Williams. Jason Williams, Garrett Jenkins in the booth. Do you have a copy, buddy?
I got you.
Well, buddy, you're coming to the night, minus 10 below the cut line. And right now, fastest in practice. Is that foreshadowing what could be what some might would consider an upset?
I don't know, that 46-3 or whatever it was, that was with the draft. So it rode good there, though. I don't know. I got Hayden over here behind me. All he says is go win. So I guess that's what you're supposed to do.
I reckon so, especially at a track like this. Real quick, in case we don't get to interview you again, is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc.? Anybody want to give a shout out?
I just like to thank my family, Hunter and Hayden. That's my boys. Hunter's girlfriend, Emma. And Dad, he's doing good out of the hospital. So
praise the Lord.
Points is just something else. It don't really matter.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you right now. Jason Williams, fastest in practice. Best of luck, buddy.
Thank you.
That is 2 out of the 3. Of course, tonight, 5 drivers looking to punch their ticket into the playoffs. And right now we've talked to 2 drivers looking in. We're about to talk to our third one as soon as I pull him in here. Chris Lauda, Garrett Jenkins in the booth. Do you got a copy, buddy?
I definitely do. I almost just had a oopsie moment on the radio, but go ahead.
Well, buddy, obviously tonight you come in -8 to the cut line. Closest striking distance is Jordan at 8. Ironically, the 2 drivers you're trying to beat are also on the same manufacturer as you. How is that going to play into Chevrolet's strategy tonight?
I think everybody tried to say that their goal is to try to make it in, and it's been the same thing for me. We're here to try to make it in, but if we're damaged enough and ultimately have to help another teammate to get in, I'll gladly do so. It's all the Chevys in than not have them in at all.
Yes, sir, buddy. Yes, sir. I understand that. Real quick, and then I'll let you get ready for qualifying. Is there anybody you need to shout out? Friends, family, sponsors, etc.?
Oh, I got Jordan running Spotter's Worst Nightmare tonight, so you'll be happy to. You'll be cranky at that all night. Other than that, I'm just gonna thank everybody here because, in all honesty, without Falcon running in, and without Teresa watching every week and all that, we wouldn't probably have liftoff. So thanks to them. Thanks to everybody who showed up tonight.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you. Chris Lauda right now, 7th quickest in practice. Good luck qualifying.
Thank you.
So there is all the drivers who come into the night needing to get in, wanting to get in. Real quick here, and I hope they don't mind me interrupting them during qualifying. Well, we will talk to the man that comes in tonight. Nowhere near safe, but better than his other rival, and that will be Josh Henderson. Josh Henderson, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I do. How you doing, Garrett?
All right, I'm doing great, buddy. Tonight, nowhere near safe, obviously, but what's the plan for the driver to 72? Like, are you looking at this race any differently than what you would any other race, or what's the mind? Where's your head at tonight, pretty much?
So we all know Daytona is a beast, and expect the unexpected, right? And my favorite all-time driver, Kurt Busch, when he won Daytona 500 in 2017, he said, I'm tired of making plans. I'm tired of strategizing. I'm just going to put my foot to the floor, and it's in God's hands. So that's kind of what I came into this mentality. I've had a couple of you guys reach out, asking about strategy, asking about, what we can do to make sure we stay up front. And I don't think you can plan at 160 laps to the T, you know what I mean? So let's take it lap by lap and try to keep it clean, and most importantly, be there at the end. We got a 10-point cushion. Let's use it. Let's be smart. Let's finish the race. That's the game plan, man.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Josh Henderson right now making his qualifying lap. Appreciate your time, dude.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have fun up there.
I will. The last driver to this conversation, and I really don't want to bother him while he's qualifying. Bobby Hadaway, top of the board. First driver to post a lap. And of course, the style of the numbers will change just once everybody makes a qualifying lap, gets updated. Henderson now top of the board, 48.889. Hammer Hand goes third quickest. So right now, playoff driver at top of the board. Lyota in fifth. Stanton goes sixth quickest. One of the newcomers, Hunter Azell, lays down a lap third quickest at a 48.94. Right now, Henderson has posted a time to beat. Where are the other playoff drivers? Elijah Fisher goes ninth quickest, not a playoff driver by no means, but Jason Williams just now rolling out. Jordan Jorno not out yet neither. We'll look back. Thomas Hernandez, sixth quickest at the moment. Hammerhand posts a second lap, fourth quickest. Not ideal, I would think, just depending on what other drivers have. We got some heavy hitters still to come. Waiting for Jorno to make his qualifying lap. He ain't out there. We'll go ahead and pull him in. Jorno, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. Do you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I was waiting for you to finish your qualifying lap, but you never started it, so I went ahead and pulled you in here. You've told me, we've talked all throughout the week. What's the game plan knowing that you're coming in, you're the gatekeeper, and it's only by 8 points? Where is your head at for 160 laps trying to get the job done?
Well, I was already pretty stressed out, and my computer just blue screened, and I'm trying to figure out why when I went to qualify. So, honestly, what's going on? Or I don't really have a game plan. I don't really have any ideas. I'm just kind of stressed out because I feel like this race is pretty out of my hands already, and it's making me pretty nervous. So.
All right, buddy. Well, hopefully you get the technical issues situated. We'll look forward to seeing how you go about it tonight.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. So as you hear already, technical issues for the driver of the 84. And speaking of stuff, I got to actually turn on driver's chat. I was wondering why it was so quiet. So as part of my job is not only providing great commentary and just showing off the broadcast, I'm also the race controller. So if you hear me at all points throughout the night talking back and forth with drivers and whatnot, that is why, for all the newcomers. Go ahead and take care of that now, actually. But right now, Josh Henderson has put it on top of the charts so far tonight. I'm going to go ahead and do a mic check. Mic check.
Good.
All right, all right. Speaking of mic check, Mike Hauser, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Sir, I got you, Garrett.
Well, buddy, even though it's mainly bragging rights and whatnot, you are, from what I can tell, the regular season champion. Congratulations on that.
Thank you, Garrett.
One more race before we shift gears for 8 drivers. You are going to be one of them 8. Do you start thinking about where's the mentality and when does the focus to the playoff? When does it shift, or how does it shift?
Well, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. This 43 team, we've kind of had a bit of a rough few weeks, you know, in a bit of a slump. But I think when you have those, it's really easy to jump back into the game, you know, and get some momentum going. I'm using Daytona as kind of a reset race. However it goes, it goes. But looking into the playoffs, there's a lot of tracks that I really like. You know, I love Darlington. I think Atlanta's going to be fun. I love Bristol, New Hampshire, Charlotte. There are a lot of great tracks, and we've proved that we have a very consistent style. We can run very well. So it's more about just trying to keep doing that. You know, regular season, I was trying to go for wins a little bit more and was still consistent, but I think it matters a lot more now, trying to be consistent, trying to stay on top of your competitors. So I'm really excited looking into the playoffs, and I think we're going to have a ton of momentum going in there, and hopefully we'll make it to the Final Four.
All right, buddy. Well, you're actually on my list of being one of the dark horses for the playoffs. Glad that you made it. Congratulations again on clinching it about 3 weeks early. We look forward to see how the 43 handles out there tonight.
Thank you, Garrett.
Yes, sir. Mike Hauser right now starting 4th. with that, we're going to actually pull in, if he's available at the moment, we're going to pull in the driver to 21 and get his thoughts. Shane Hard, Garrett Jenkins, do you have a copy? Shane Hard, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth, do you have a copy, buddy?
I sure do.
All right, well, I just asked Mike the same question I'm about to ask you, however, under different circumstances. You come into tonight, you've known for a long time. You have clinched. You have 5 wins this season. Well, at one point, when does the mindset switch to now it's time to start thinking about the playoffs? Does it switch after tonight, or has it been switched beforehand?
I think it switches after tonight. Well, really tonight. This race would be huge to win because, full length race, 400 miles, and it's Daytona, so everybody wants to win there. So I think it's going to start tonight.
All right, buddy. Well, look, I'm going to make it quick. We only got a minute. We only got a minute 15 to go for qualifying ends. Real quick, is there anybody you want to shout out? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. before we get going tonight?
Yeah, I just want to, shout out the league here and, everybody racing tonight. I know a lot of them made donations, to what happened here this last weekend. So a lot of respect for them guys. And we look forward to racing with them. So it's like a big family around here. So that's what we like.
And for the record, everybody knows an EF5 tornado went through North Dakota, so damaged some houses around where Shane lives. If you want to make a donation to it, I believe there's going to be a charity race or something or other for that. And how do they go about donating if they wish to?
I believe there is on the picture that. Do you have the picture? There should be some QR codes on there. You should be able to scan and free will, please. So anything helps.
All right, buddy. Well, Shane Hart tonight looks for win number 6 and build momentum into the playoffs. That will start next week. Appreciate your time, buddy.
I appreciate you, Garrett.
With that being said, I've got to find this code, and I will try to incorporate it during the race at some point. Let's go in and look at the playoffs first and how this shapes up. This is the updated points version. As a matter of fact, hold this thought because it's going to take a little bit of talking to get into. I have got to do the race control intros, and thank everybody for being here. All right, everybody. Tonight, Daytona, 160 laps. You got 7 sets of tires, six in the pits, 1 on your car, 1 fast repair, 160 long laps, boys. Let's try to put on a great show for everybody watching. Pace car speed limit, 70 mile an hour. Pit road speed limit, 60. To the 5 drivers racing for their future of this season, best of luck to all 5 of you. We look forward to watching how the race progresses and see how it affects everybody. Appreciate your time, boys. Let's make it a good one.
Have fun up in the booth, Garrett.
So we're going to go back and we're going to relook at this now that we've got that out the way. Coming into the night, Jarvis Henderson only good by 10. He is sitting on the front row. Jordan Jorno was able to successfully post his qualifying lap. However, if I'm not mistaken, it is kind of deep in the field. Actually, no. Jorno qualifies 5th quickest. Below him, Chris Lyotta, -8. Jason Williams, -10.
All right, the plane is landing over there in turn number 2. We have
And then coming
6
into the
drivers
night,
in and
Brent
5
Hammerhand
drivers
is the long
not
shot
pushed yet.
coming.
Good luck, and let's put on a show.
Brent Hammerhand comes into the night, the long shot, still doable, but out by 33. This is going to change hands a lot. We look forward to covering it right here. Well, we're supposed to be joined by Carson in the booth, but he might not be available at the moment. But until, of course, he shows up, and we're going to have fun rocking this booth like we always do. Starting lineup for tonight. Josh Henderson comes into the night, just mentioned, plus 10 to the good. Elijah Fisher looking to go not 1, not 2, but 3 in a row. Stephen Henning Jr. knows that he is locked in, as does Mike Hauser. Jordan Jorno, the driver on the cut line, 8 to the good, starts off in the 5th position. Shane Hard, a 5-time winner, next to him. Bobby Hadaway, Aaron Stanton, 7th and 8th. Hunter Azell and Jason Williams, who is out by 10 tonight. We'll start from the 10th position. Thomas Hernandez and the long shot, Brent Hammerhand, will round out the fast 12. On down through the field. Darcy Harr, 13th. Chris Lyota comes into the night minus 10, or minus 8, I'm sorry. We'll roll off 14th. Colton Ward, A.J. Thompson, Robert Wilhoit did not post a lap, but I do not believe Robert Wilhoit is in the field tonight. While we're speaking of potentially going 3 in a row, let's talk to the man who is trying to go 3 in a row real quick before we get going here. Elijah Fisher, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, buddy, you have a chance to make history going 3 in a row. Can that number 4 Busch Light car get out there and perform the task, or does it kind of shift to giving your teammate Brent as many points as he can get?
A mix of both. I mean, I'd love to see both things happen. Of course, as an individual, you know, it's hoping for the best of our success, but we're going to be helping Brent, of course, where we can. I think that question, though, you asked me is going to ask me at 150 laps if we're able to win it or not.
Well, it's showing that you're mighty confident tonight. Of course, 3 of your drivers in the top 5. So Ford definitely is known for working together and whatnot. So, buddy, we look forward to seeing it. Hope that you have a good run tonight, and look see if you make history going 3 in a row to start the postseason.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Elijah Fisher starting 2nd tonight. Oh, baby, my nerves are going. This has been a race that a lot of people have been circled on their calendar for a long time. This will kick off in many ways, will be what my version of Speed Week is. This is the first of several super speedway races this week. HGR later on this week. Of course, the Inspired Racing League Saturday night, they will be going live from Atlanta, Eco Park Speedway, whatever the heck it's called these days. For their season finale, A.J. Thompson looks to knock Shane Harr out of the playoffs after missing Saturday night. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, grab the beer, grab the sodas, grab the chips. A long night ahead. And for 5 drivers, 2 of them will know that they will be going into the postseason. 3 will be looking in, thinking what could have been. Josh Harrison brings them down. We are rolling at Daytona. Down the back straightaway, side by side, for the moment. Stephen Henning Jr. with a slight lead already. As the 4s are already lined up, Chevrolets on the bottom. Henderson and Jordan, the 2 above the cut line, trying to make the bottom lane work. At the line, who will lead the first lap at Daytona? Stephen Henning Jr., but not by much. Now you see Henderson now, the bottom lane already coming into action already. Down the back straightaway now, Henderson able to control both lanes. Lane control is going to be crucial tonight. Who can control both lanes? Who can dominate both lanes? And who can pull the lanes? Another one. Hey, see now, Henderson and Jorno 1-2. Shane Hard looking to get up there and mix it up. Bobby Hadaway in fourth, side by side. Hunter Azell has just made it to the top 5. You see Hammerhead on the bottom, battling for 7th. The Fords on the outside lane starting to slip back just a little bit. We will do our best. We will do our best, and I will do my best at all times to keep the points updated as they run during a caution period. Clearly cannot do it during the race and green flag runs. You see Hammerhand jump up in front of his teammate, the 12 of Stephen Henning Jr. Down the back straightaway, Hammerhand trying to get up there as Henderson now looks to try to lead lap 3. Of course, Jorno knows, as Henderson and Jorno both knows, just play it safe. Play it safe, keep everybody within arm's length of you. Right now, the bubble drivers run 1st, 2nd, 6th and 7th, and 9th. Caution is out on the speedway. Brett Hammerhand already. AJ Thompson involved in that. Jason Williams, trouble early for playoff hopefuls to start out with it. Oh my. We're going to see what happens first. You see Williams' car kind of catwalking down the back straightaway, massive damage in the rear. Let's go ahead and look back and see what happens. So Mike Hauser involved in that as well down there. Let us see what happens here. So as they bump from the 12, that bump sends the 95 down into the 40, it looks like. See if we can get another look here. So bump, the 95, that bump kind of sends the 95 down just a little bit into Williams, hard into the wall. And we are under our first caution. You see Mike Hauser's bumper coming off. And I hate to say this, that might be going to the 12. We're going to take one more look just to be sure I'm saying this right. So coming at tri-oval, Henning's off of him. Down the short chute. So there's the bump right there. Sends the 95 down into the 40. Alright, so after review of this incident, it would appear that the 12 gives the 95 a bad shot, triggering the incident. The 12 will get the EOL for this caution. Thank you. So already, mayhem to start. One thing you're going to have to remember is
You guys not know how to pit? What was that? Why were we going 30 miles an hour?
See animations already. Right now, as they run, I'm not prepared to do it quite yet. Points. So points as they run. As you look at the 95, we'll actually go back and focus in on the leaders under this caution here. I'll work on it here momentarily. We're right now under caution for the first time tonight. So bear with me here and got to do all this math and whatnot. As Chris Lauda's actually, is Chris pitted? Nah, Chris is not in the pits. But it is showing Chris in the 5th spot. Let's say Chris. So Chris Lauda's already gone down the range. Right?
well.
So that's why. So Lyota's actually in the 12th spot here. Josh Henderson, Henderson's dropped back to 7th.
Hey Jay, I need you to get past me here.
I'm coming in too.
Alright, now before we go green here. As Elijah Fisher comes down to the green, points that they were awarded right now, it would be Jorno and Henderson in over Williams, Lyota, and Brent. Long way to go. We're rolling. Darcy Horn, not a great start. Too good of a start from Fisher because of that bad start here. Showing Shane Hoyle 1 lap down. We'll have to get an update on that. Meanwhile, Jordan Jorno running in 2nd. Unsure why the 21's a lap down, but nonetheless, Jorno now to the bottom. Of course, what these drivers should be thinking right now is whoever leads the most lap does a very crucial bonus point. It's going to be amazing to see who wants to get up there and lead the most laps. You see Aaron Stanton now jumps out of line to cover the Ford of Fisher. Right now, Chevy 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, by God. And Jorno leads. See Jason Williams up there already. After recovering from that wreck. Who's that car out there jumping up out of line? That would be the 60, Chris Lauda, who has disappeared. Now he's back. A little bit of internet issues. And right now, Jorno leads down into turn 3. Right now, a little bit of 2x2 action. Down the front straightaway, Jorno looking to lead his 2nd lap of the race so far. Josh Henderson is tied with Elijah Fisher for leading 3 laps. And right now, the Chevrolets are working together, but their Achilles heel this whole season has been not being able to work together. They've shown great in the ARCA series. When it comes to Cup, it just depends on the circumstances, really. As right now, you can see where your favorite manufacturer is running. As you see right now, Colton Ward's worked himself up into the top 5 after starting in the back to make it a Chevy top 5. Williams jumps out of line to try to pull Chris Lyotta up to the top, I can assume, and try to give a Chevrolet control of both lanes. Highest running Toyota of the moment, Hunter Azell. Highest running Ford, Elijah Fisher back at 10th. 3 wide a little bit. Lyotta a little bit loose. They keep it straight down the back straightaway. Williams stuck in the middle. We will go to the chopper camera if we can ever find it. Let's look on back here, see what's going on. They pretty much straightened it out for the moment. But Chris Lyotta dropping like a rock because of it. Lyotta now stuck on the outside, going back in a bit of a lag. Issue, no harm, no foul. Meanwhile, single file as everybody's now trying to make it to the fuel run. Who can make it? Who can make it on fuel? If you're Shane Hart, you want the caution. So right now, Jorno leading. Down the back straightaway, he's led the most laps so far tonight. But right now, Jorno holds that bonus point. See now, Henderson now, another one, the hopefuls riding in third. The playoff 5, the 5 hopefuls running first, third. You gotta go all the way back down to find Jason Williams, Brent Hammerhand, and Chris Lyotta all down the running order. See Fisher now jumps out of line. Hadaway thinks about it, blends back in. Nobody goes with Fisher. Now the driver to 4, trying to go 3 in a row. Will go backwards. See, now Henderson works up to the outside lane. Jorno goes up to cover. And this is why I cannot do the math all while we're going green here, because everybody's jockeying for position. But right now, it's safe to say, points was awarded. Henderson and Jorno would be in right now, as I'm pretty sure they're already in right now as they run. But still a long way to go. Back there, 3 wide action. Jason Williams, the way they were 3 wide, 4 up, blend back in wide in line. Man, look at that paint job that A.J. Thompson's got. God almighty. It's a beautiful car. It's an outstanding car, actually. Mike Hauser is blinking a little bit, so keep an eye on that. All right, now, Jorno leads. Josh Henderson, Bobby Hadaway, Colton Ward, and Hunter Azell. Well, we are 15 laps in. I'm going to go ahead and post. So it's never too early to pick. It's never too early to pick who you think can win this race tonight. Obviously a long way to go, but it's fun to see. It's fun to see how everybody who everybody thinks has no surprise back here, the Fords and Lyota. Already running their own pack, trying to save fuel. This is a very common thing that the Fords have, that they do on just about every plate track. And I think right now the plan is just ride for the moment, just ride. You're right on board with the driver looking to go 3 in a row, Elijah Fisher. And as they slowly start to catch, you see the ticker, Elijah Fisher running 10th. You see the ticker on the side, they're slowly starting to gain back. Does not know if they plan to fall back by design or what the deal was. Gonna be interesting to see though. All right, now it's all Chevrolet, the top 4. Jorno and Henderson, the playoff hopefuls above the cut line. Entering tonight, so far things are going their way. Question is though, how long before Jorno decides that maybe he needs to drop back here? Maybe he needs to drop back, save some gas. Henderson you can say the same for Henderson. Running in second, not saving much fuel either. Wow, so far nobody has an oil kit. Well, I'll say it. I'm biased, of course. I'm going to go with the 84. Provided that he does not get in his head. I think the 84 Jordan Jorno has a great chance tonight. Of course, working lap 19 now. A long way to go. 142. See fishing out of Fords. That's caught back there in the back of the pack. See now Hernandez, Mike Hauser coming up, a little bit of blinking from AJ Thompson. No foul to Fords trying to work themselves back up. You see the long shot coming into the night. Brent Hanrahan running right now 13th. So far, one of the playoff hopefuls has lost the draft. That would be the 60 of Chris Lyota. So he will need a caution very soon here to try to get hooked back up with the Chevrolet, really the whole pack. And right now you see Bobby Hadaway up to cover the Ford of Elijah. Chevrolet trying to maintain their top 2 drivers trying to get in. You see Fisher now might go to the middle. Hadaway a little bit loose off the 2, down the back straightaway. Getting a big push from the 4. Right now, Jordan Jorno has led 13 laps tonight. Down the back straightaway, Hadaway with a little bit of a lead. Of course, Hadaway had a great run at Chicagoland and Indianapolis. So did Jason Williams. Meanwhile, side by side, Hernandez right behind the 4. In that Haviland 77, Hadaway down to cover the bottom. Bobby Hadaway officially leads his first laps tonight. Side by side for 3rd with the 4 Fisher trying to keep up with the Chevrolets right now. You're right on board now with Jordan Jorno. Looking out the back of Josh Henderson. But right now it's really been a Chevrolet dominance right from the get-go. Of course, one caution earlier in the race. See now the Ford still trying to work together to try to get back up there. I wish I had a pit reporter that could just go down the field and give me race updates. But meanwhile, outside lanes completely broken apart for the moment. You see Hernandez dropping down that lead. Stanton and Fisher. As right now you see Elijah Fisher and Aaron Stanton trying to pull that outside lane back. You see Darcy Harr getting pushed by his son, Shane Harr. Shane right now 1 lap down. Unconfirmed why at the moment. Definitely have to get word under a caution or something or other. Right now you see where most of these drivers are running as we get the Monster Energy pit strategy. See right now everybody pitting under that last caution but Fisher and Darcy Harr. It's going to be interesting to see. Green flag pit stops will be coming up, but for them two drivers, they will be coming sooner than planned. And that was the Monster Energy pit strategy report. We will get one periodically. Right now, the inspired biggest movers of the race. Colton Ward running in 5th. So far, the biggest mover, up 10 spots. From there, Bobby Hadaway up 6. He's tied with Darcy Hart up 6. And Aaron Stanton up 5 spots from where they started this race. Down the back straightaway. 25 down, or 24 down, working 25. A long more to go. As I have, get down. So right now, as we stand, officially 135 laps to go. Endearing tonight. Gonna try to provide as much action as I can, but we might be going to commercial break here every once in a while. Just to see what happens. See now, Henderson and Stanton, the two brothers jump out of line. Jorno with them. Bobby Hadaway will slide back down. This is perhaps to try to save. The more I think about it, as Hadaway slips back to 4th, this could be a strategy call. Let each other take turns leading. The other ones save fuel. What it does, opens up Hunter Hazel trying to make something happen on that outside lane. Nobody goes with him. Hazel's got his Toyota teammates, the Horrors, right behind him. Hadaway jumps out of line. Maybe Hadaway don't want to save fuel right now. All right now, Josh Henderson, who has led 4 laps now. Him and Jorno came in tonight plus 10 and plus 8 to the cut line. Down the back straightaway right now, it's been them two out front the majority of the race. Of course, Jordan Jorno led 13 laps. And why does that matter? It matters because of the one bonus point that an Inspired Racing League driver gets for leading the most laps. There is no bonus point for when you lead a lap. It's when you lead the most. Right now, Jordan Jorno holds that bonus point, but still a long way to go. But right now, the two brothers of Josh Henderson and Aaron Stanton holding charge on the field. Jorno 2nd, Ward 3rd, Hunter Hazel, who made his debut a couple weeks ago. And it was a rough start for the driver of the 19, but right now, running into 5th position. He told me earlier in the week, you know, he loves super speedways. He thinks this is his bread and butter. Right now, showing it with a great run in the 19, running 5th. The Fords have pretty much settled back down, running in 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th for the moment. right now, as I apologize, having to handle a couple things. Of course, this is the first race of what should be several super speedway races, kind of Raging Idiot Racing Network speed weeks, if you consider that. So just think, this is not the last broadcast for the week, as Elijah Fisher will be in this time. Elijah Fisher in this time.
pitting.
The Fords are coming in. If you,
77 pitting.
Fords are coming in. Fisher has gone. Fisher has gone 29 laps. So either they can go 29 or they're pitting early. Or they're pitting like 2 or 3 laps early. As you see, the rest of the Fords from 8th through 12th. 24 laps.
Did not call that, sir.
I said it more. I'm trying to.
I didn't catch you.
So right now, drivers in the pits.
Okay.
So with that being said, we're going to switch to what a lot of people who grew up in the early 2000s like I did, we're going to switch to this ticker up here at the top going horizontal. It allows the overlay at the bottom to see your favorite driver, how long they're in the pits. And it kind of throws back to what a lot of us, myself included, grew up on. Right now, the Chevrolet's out front. Right now, working lap 32 again. Gonna be a long night. It's already 9:40 Eastern time. So no better way to really spend a Monday night, especially after having to go back to work all day. So right now, Henderson is staying 1-2. Giorno in third. Right now, there are the two that are above the cut line. As you see, the Fords now about to be lapped here, but that should change when the Chevrolets do pit here. Of course, and now you see what's become the Fords trying to defend all ground.
Fuck yes, they were.
So right now you hear a couple of drivers wondering why the block. Well,
52 pitting this time. 52
as
pitting
you
this
hear,
time.
there's the first Chevrolet. A big push to the back of the 27. A little bit of a stack up on the outside lane. Giorno took evasive action, but right now doesn't hurt the running order. See, we're going to have several drivers coming in this time.
Sorry it was late. I didn't know if I could get down.
So here comes the Chevrolets now, and the Toyota, and the lap car Shane Har. Way down to the bottom. Good gosh to mighty. The Colt Ward's the only Chevrolet that stayed out. On the green flag pit stop, I did not know if that was by design or if he just could not get down, but regardless, it's going to kind of put Colt Ward in a predicament. As you see, he's been out for 28 laps so far and counting.
Sorry for slowing us down so bad.
Appreciate it. See now Ward going straight to the back. He will probably be in this time. No, he's going to try to stay out another lap. So right now, the battle off pit road. There's Stanton and Jorno and Henderson, Azale, Hadaway, Williams. That's where they are. We're going to pull up the track map feature real quick. Give me car numbers. Better. You see the Fords? Well, you can't really see them, but where that black mass around where the 42's at, that is the Fords. To tell you what that looks like, we'll go with Elijah Fisher. So they are coming. They're already organized. They're not spread out. So the Fords are coming, and that will pretty much even things right back up for where we started. Colton Ward, still the leader, has not made a pit stop yet. Don't know if he's banking on a caution or what the design is. But right now, pretty much the plan tonight, and you see Brent Hammerhand running in 11th in that number 95. The plan tonight for the playoff drivers was simply just beat the other 5 or the other 4. The 2 that outdoes the other 3 will get into the playoffs tonight. That's the best way I can say it. And right now, like it's been at the top of the broadcast, right now that looks to be Jordan Jorno and Josh Henderson. Jorno's led 13 laps, still the most out of any driver. Colt Ward in this time at the bottom of the screen. You see it. But Josh Henderson has led 11 laps. Ward just led his 4th. Bobby Hadaway led 5, Fisher 3. Stephen Henning led the opening lap. Right now, whenever Ward gets done with his pit stop, we'll switch back over and everybody can see how their favorite driver's running so far. Working lap 38. 123 to go. Going to be 122 right when they cross the line. Colton Ward just now exiting the pits. Going to be interesting to see where he blends. This will give us a good picture here. You see Ward up in the distance. Will he have enough time to get up to speed? If he does, this will be a hell of a strategy call. I'm just saying. If he can go that long and maintain the lead, Ward's going to go up to the top lane. He knows that he's going to get sucked up back in the pack. You're right on board with the 27, Aaron Stanton. Of course, Stanton knows that he is locked into the playoffs off wins. Lap 39 in the books, and right now it is the Chevrolets back out front. We'll go ahead and switch up the scoring pylon real quick. Right now, if you're Chris Lyota, you're needing a caution bad and hope to get a wave around another quick caution. Shane Harr running 4th car on the inside, but he is the first car 1 lap down. Lyota's actually right behind him with Colton Ward. On back through the field, Hunter Azell leading Bobby Hadaway, and then the Fords. Fisher, Hernandez hitting Hauser. Hanrahan. Still a long way to go here, folks. This will probably be a long green flag run. Robert Wilhoit trying to get into the race. Technical issues with the car before the race has delayed him, but he is going to try to get out there, even if he is, as he says, 40 laps down. Caution is out. For what? Hunter Azell. What in the world has happened?
Did you get it, Shane?
That will,
sir.
that will be the break Shane Hard does need. As you look, not much damage to the 19. Go back and look what happened. Second caution of the night comes at lap 41. That's what I said.
Hunter, I apologize. That was on me, man. No, you're good, man. I saw you try to get down, and I figured that would be a pretty good move. But hey, I
Look
didn't
back
tear
what
nothing
happened
up.
here.
I
You
just
see
took those four
drivers
fresh tires
talking
off.
it over. There, I fast forward way too far. Or rewind, I should say. So let's see here. Hadaway, there's a hole there, and Hadaway slides up right into the 19. Of course, you look at it in slow motion, you see the 19 holds his line. Yeah. 52 will get the EOL here. So after review of the incident, 52 gets into the side of 19, triggering the caution. 52 will get the EOL. Thank you. So driver's in the pits, which means I got to switch overlays again. And right now, there's Bobby Hadaway. But right now, we're going to see the race off of pit road here. Who's on pole? Henderson. So you see Henderson slides into his pit box, and of course, some drivers taking tires. Interesting. Race off pit road, only right size. Josh Henderson single-handedly gets it. Stanton, Jorno third. Fisher come out fourth. A dogfight for fifth. Give it to Hernandez. 3 wide. I'm not even going to try to call it. So while we do this for the moment, I'm being joined in the booth by somebody. I don't know who it is.
I'm sorry, there you go.
Okay, don't know what that was. Yahoo's jumping in here. Not Yahoo, I think I know who that was. Points as they run. So right now, Jason Williams, the leader, he will lead his first laps of the night under caution. Second, folks, trying to get all this in here. So let's see as we wait for my production team to finally tally in the points. They are working hard on it. I'm going to see how this looks before I set this. So this is the points as they run. I apologize it's going to come out like this. Well, actually, I'm just going to delete that because I was not expecting it to do that. As they're racing back here, I'll just tell it to you right now. Jorno and Henderson still able to still above the cut line. But right now, Williams now trying to get clear and try to come back up in front of 72. 72 with a big run down to the outside. As right now, Jorno up 44 spot or 44 points. And of course, this is merely just as we see it. It's not official yet, but if Henderson leaves the next 3 laps, he will take over most led spots. As right now, a little bit of action in the back of the pack. Shane Haar, Mike Hauser, Shane just got his lap back, as did Lyota taking the wave around. So everybody back within, everybody back on the lead lap. You look at the far chase cam of George Henderson. We'll go back to TV1. Right now, Henderson +8. If he leads the most laps, it'll move up to 9 for the moment. Right now, needs to lead 2 more. Aaron Stanton, of course, he knows that he's locked in, as I said before, with his 2 wins. See now, Henning jumps out of line. And will blend right back in. 115 laps to go here. 2 cautions so far, 1 on lap 9 or 6, then 1 on lap 40. Down the back straightaway, single file, drivers trying to save gas, I'm assuming for the moment. Right now, the rest of that running order, this is during the second caution, is when the points were in by my calculations. And they're being projected here right now. As they ran prior during the caution. Jorno up 44 points. Somehow. Josh Henderson up by 8. Williams out by 8. Lyota out by 35. Hammerhand out by 57. Pretty sure I have that right. Yeah, somehow that's right. Okay. Well, we knew that it was really going to be between 4 drivers, Hammerhand trying to fight for everything. Scott taking it easy right now. As right now, Josh Henderson now actually holds that final spot, or that extra point, I should say, final spot. Extra point. So right now, Henderson's left 14, 1 over Jorno. Elijah Fisher trying to lead his 5th lap of the race. See a big shot. 43, Mike Hauser, the regular season champion, trying to creep his way back into the pit after being involved in a caution earlier. Adam Vargas got the 77 as the pick to win tonight. Right now, Thomas Hernandez battling for a top 5 spot. Right now running in 5th. You see the highest running of the playoff hopefuls, Jason Williams, trying to work himself back up to the lead as many laps he can. Brent Hammerhand up to 7th. The fight still there for the driver to 95. As Mike Hauser, for the first time tonight, leads. Can he make it official? Down the short chute, I should say. More You can call it the front stretch, but with a tri-oval involved, Hauser does lead officially his first lap of the night. So far, man. 9 drivers, 9 different leaders tonight. Don't even get me started on counting the lead changes. 50 down, 111 to go. We're about to be 50 down and 110 to go. Right now, the Fords have worked themselves up. Mike Hauser leading, Elijah Fisher, Stephen Henning the top 3, Williams, Hadaway. Then one of the highest running Chevrolets, Hernandez running 4th. And you see Josh Henderson on the bottom lane. That 5th car, Hammerhand, drops down. Going to see a lot of this here, a little bit of racing, and then driver's going to try to start marinating back down to the bottom. Right now, everybody trying to play it safe. One person we ain't really talked about a lot tonight that I predicted to actually win this race would be the driver of the 21, Shane Harwell, predicted. One of my favorites. I actually picked Jordan Jorno. Of course, Shane Har just got back on the lead lap after after getting a lap down, got the free pass on this last caution. Right now, Shane comes in a night 5 wins this season. But after last week, and what a lot of us thought would be a 4th straight win. I see a little bit of contact up there at the front. We'll have to come back to Shane and keep it straight. Jason Williams fighting on the outside lane, trying to a little bit of a wiggle from the 43. Of course, that 4, one thing, you can't really push hard in these cars. It was evident in the Daytona 250. How these cars, they really do not like being pushed all that much. They release extremely hard, and you got to hit them square to bumper. Jason Williams now takes over the top spot for the moment. Leads his 2nd lap of the race. And of course, back to Shane Har, you know, a lot of us expected 4 straight road course wins in a row, or 5 straight, I should say. Well, Laguna Seca, Road America. Laguna Seca, Road America, there was that 1 road course in Arca. So no, yeah, 4 in a row. Ultimately was not able to get the job done. So the driver to 21 trying to build some positive momentum going into the playoffs that starts next week. Excuse me real fast while I check something. Oh, they're spinning, they're wrecking hard!
No, you just stuck somebody in the water.
Throw it. Fisher's in it, Henning's in it. Aaron Stanton's in it. Shane Har says he got a piece of it, got through it. Hunter Azell says he got a piece. Hernandez got a piece, but really, the 12, the 27, the 4. We're under caution for the 3rd time tonight at lap 54. Darcy Har with damage. All right, let's look back at another incident here. Let's see what happens here. Oh, so it starts way up there. Okay, so hold up. Hold the phone. There's several things that happen
Cars
here.
at 3. What are we doing? Sorry, my bad. I forgot I was leaving the race. That's what we're doing.
But down the back straightaway here.
Just, you know, enjoy being right in front of that road. Oh, Mike, you won the funny thing over the night. Pace car, come out for check my
That's
boys.
weird. Hard
My
to say
computer
that's
was
hard to say that's a net.
Sorry if I hit anybody while my car existed or didn't. I don't know.
Hey, Elijah, I'm here.
Hey, it worked. Look,
You
actually,
see, they
we
go
actually-
through
we
why
actually just
72
tested
look,
something that worked
72
out.
goes
so if
up,
you log in
and
on somebody else's account, register them
I
in for
mean,
the session, they can join late.
72 comes off the wall. Stanton comes down, I reckon, trying to avoid. Yeah, so the wing.
I bet you probably didn't get hurt that Falcon. I was just trying to check up the stress a little bit, and when I did, we just kind of made contact.
All good. By the way, in case you guys are wondering, if you show up in the pits when you join a session while the caution's out and the pits are closed, it'll send you to the back.
Alright, so after review of the incident, the 95 does not squeeze the 72 into the wall. But when the 72 comes off the wall, the 27 comes down across the floor, triggering the incident. This is a hard call, really, to call. So it's going to be marked up as a racing incident, but definitely might want to be looked at after the race. Thank you. No EOLs at this time. Aaron Rowland's in the house. Hundred and 4 laps to go here.
77 up top.
Robert Wilhoit. So they got the motor repaired, so to speak. The driver to 3 is on track, 53 laps down. So Robert Wilhoit is in the race tonight, trying to provide that extra point that Chevrolet could use. Right now, Henderson. Right now, points as it go for just pretty much know that they got to beat. 2 has to beat 3. And right now, the 2 that would walk away if points were awarded right now would actually be the 72 and the 60 of Chris Lauda, who we have not really heard a lot out of all night tonight. So right now, to re-rack it, as we're going to switch the overlays here. The top 5, Mike Hauser, Bobby Hadaway, Thomas Hernandez, Josh Henderson, Hunter Rozelle. That's the top 5 on down. Shane Hart, Chris Lauda, Aaron Stanton, AJ Thompson, Elijah Fisher rounds out your top 10. Still a long way to go, folks. A very long way to go. I don't know what's going on back in the field, but either way, we are set here to go. Great jump by the 43 of Hauser. Going to get pushed by Henderson. Bobby Hadaway on the outside, trying to pull Hernandez with him. Shane Harr has finally worked himself back up into the top 5 after what seems like forever. Hunter Rozelle with him. The 2 Toyotas trying to shake it up. Right now, Aaron Stanton running the 4th car on the bottom. You see right now, Henderson running 2nd. Lyota still running ahead of the other 3 competitors. So right now, if points awarded again, Henderson and Lyota walks away in the playoffs. Long way to go to only 103 laps. And right now, Mike Hauser looking to lead his 10th lap. And here comes Henderson to jump out to the outside, at the line. Henderson will get it only by inches with Shane Harr jumping up with him, as was Aaron Stanton, Hunter Rozelle. And Mike Hauser could be going a little ways back here. Settles in right now 5th as 3 cars have broken away from what appears to be the main pack. Here comes that pack. Hernandez drops to the bottom. You see him, that red and black
You
Ford
can get
Mustang.
you some, Robert.
So right now,
What?
102 laps to go here. Josh Henderson working on getting that extra
Yeah,
bonus
let's go
point.
get you some.
As, uh-oh, I just caught this. Somehow, some way, I don't know how Jordan Jorno's 4 laps down. Wasn't involved in nothing. Showing it on both screens though, the race control app and the ticker, so it's got to be right. One way to find out, folks, pardon me real quick, we're going to see if this is official, and yes. So the driver, the 84, 4 laps down. This is not good. Not good for Jordan Jorno. Right now, 16th, 4 down, and possibly out of this championship hunt. Still a little ways to go, but Darcy Hard 2 laps down, and then Jordan Jorno 4 down. And it confirmed. Caution is out again. Fisher on the apron. Will Hoyt says he got
That
piece.
was all on me. I blinked out and then I came back and used across my nose.
So the driver to 3 is taking responsibility.
Yeah, I'm taking the responsibility because that was my connection here at Ozo.
Robert Real Hoyt taking responsibility for that incident. We'll see what happened real quick. The 3 comes down, collects the 4. Well, Garrett, you just can't end it on that. You got to see what else happens. But down to 3, yep, collects the 4. Hernandez nowhere to go. Oh, and Colton Ward got a piece of it. Man, look at that right front. Hold up. Go to the right front camera. That car, or that right front looked like it was worse than that. I want to go back and actually get some, see what happens here. Right on board with the 4 of Elijah Fisher through this, and I'm going to wait.
Okay, it's country.
Right here, we're looking at this right front, see how bad it gets torn up. I mean, obviously, it's fast. There's the contact. Tries to save it. Sliding. Oh, good God. How about taking a right hook? Developing story right now with the 84, where this might be a good interview or this might be a interview we might need to censor. We'll figure it out. Jordan, Garrett Jenkins got a quick copy.
Yeah, I do. What's up?
Buddy, right now showing you 4 laps down. What's the developing story, or is it a glitch in my system?
I blue screened again.
Oh, man. Well,
Yeah, I don't know what's causing it. I closed Discord on my computer. I'm using Discord through my phone. Hopefully that's it. I literally only have 3 applications open on my computer, so if it crashes again, then I don't think there's anything I can do.
All right, well, buddy, best of luck to you. Still a long way to go, so we hope to see you get back up there.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, sir. So a developing story right now. That was from the driver, the 84, Jordan Jorno. of all the things that could happen, he was having issues at the top of the show with the computer. So that definitely derails the championship hopes. We'll go ahead and give out the review here. Race control is ready for his statement. Yes, after review, the 3 comes down on the 4, triggers the caution. 3 will get the EOL. Thank you.
Well, Robert, I think we're even now, right?
So
I
a
mean, you could
developing
say that-
story and
you could say
another
that
championship
I
twist as
wasn't
one of the
trying to do
favorites.
I'm just giving you a hard time, dude. I'm
And
good.
one of the favorites, Jordan Jorno, out for now. Look, but right now Jorno 3 down, so he was able to get a lap back. But still a long way to go for the driver of the 84, who has had such an incredible run, just getting into a position at night to try to compete. 6 weeks ago, before the 6 races before the playoffs, he was all but counted out by 86 points, and in the 6 weeks, the driver of the 84 went on a tear. Came into the night +8, but right now, the championship, looks to be gone, or having a shot at winning the championship, I should say. Of course, after tonight, next week, the playoffs start. 8 of the best Inspired Racing League drivers will be fighting for that Covenant championship. It looked to actually be the inaugural winner.
Hey, buddy.
So right now,
We were lapped down at one point, and look where we are now.
Jorno 16th.
Look at us go.
Shane, I'm glad you got Howard.
Yeah, I thought my internet was gonna take a dump on me early in this race, but it didn't.
Don't give it too tough a meltdown, but apparently it's gonna last. Don't give it too much credit.
He had to upload double on his own again just to get his power back.
Well, when it goes, I'll be yelling freebie.
So coming to it here, trying to give y'all a points update real fast as we can during this caution.
Elijah, I'm leaving a gap in front of me.
So coming to it here. We're rolling. Aaron Stanton, Shane Harr brings them down to the green flag. And if points were awarded somehow right now, based on what I have, which of course,
Right, you need to strike up here. You're blinking.
which right now unofficial to the end of the race, we can actually calculate the points for where the drivers finish. Right now, Jordan Jorno still holds a transfer spot in, but only by
Sorry for getting down there so crappy
29.
with you. I don't know if I chopped you. I was trying to stay off the
With Jorno still in, Henderson. Oh, wait a second, I'm a digit. Well, no, actually, no, I got it right. Okay, yeah, I got it right. So right now as they run, Jorno in by 29. Henderson in by 13. Lyota still trailing. Minus 13. Of course, Jason Williams came into the night -10 right now as he runs out by 30 prior to his last pit stop of his last caution. Brent Hammerhand out by 52. And right now, unless there's a miracle, the driver of 95 does not appear to be making it into the postseason. Right now, we get that out of the way, focus in on the action here. Aaron Stanton Lee, Shane Hart, Chris Loda, Mike Hauser, and Hunter Azell. That was the top 5. You see now, here comes the 72 of Henderson, 95 of Hammerhand, trying to come up to the point. Darcy Har back 1 lap down. But right now, Aaron Stanton, no stranger to getting it done at Daytona. Of course, the ARCA winner from Daytona, who will go on to lead. As one through the grass, Stephen Henning. They keep it straight for a moment. Henning needs to hurry up to get his car back together and get caught up with the draft. Right now, Henning now off to draft Elijah Fisher. Is actually had to draft 2, so interesting turn of events here. Right now, single file for the most part. Aaron Stanton right now working, leading his 10th lap of the night. See Azell a little on the apron. Hadaway goes up. Henderson goes up with him. Your favorite manufacturer, again, you can see what they're running is right now is more diverse than the last time we showed this update. Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, Ford, Toyota. Right now, if you want to, just to get the chat popping again, shout out your favorite driver, let them know you're watching here. And hopefully your driver will be in victory lane by the end of the night. But anybody that wants to, go ahead and shout out your favorite driver. Down the back straightaway, single file for the most part is about that main pack of about 10 cars. Robert Reelhoyd at the back of that pack, 53 laps down after mechanical issues before the race even started. Actually during practice, spent the whole session trying to get that Joker repaired. Right now 53 laps down, but what does it do? What does it do in 90 to go if a driver wrecks out that's already used their fast repair? That's a position. Why does that matter? 90 laps to go. He's 53 laps down. Like, who cares? Because if it's one of the playoff drivers, by playoff drivers, I mean, really only one has used his fast repair, and that would be the driver of the 40. Jason Williams, involved in a wreck on lap 4, has already had to use his fast repair.
43, you're blinking horrible.
Alright, Peggy. Good work.
Nicholas West has Henderson. Teresa Fisher has Elijah Fisher. And I got a Curtis with a 90 pulling for Brent Hammerhand. Right now, Hammerhand running.
Lay off the 43 just a little here, just because he's blinking.
Right now, Hammerhand running in 6th. Of course, the long shot. Why is he a long shot? There's an incident at Mount Panorama last week that resulted in 95 getting a 20-point penalty after the race. Essentially, what would have been out by.
Aaron, where do you want me?
Essentially, out by being by 10 points. Now dropped him to out by 33 when this race started. And right now, not the race that he's wanting, as he pretty much knows he needs everything to go right, and he needs to win before he can have a shot at it here. Right now, running 6th. Highest running of the 5 bubble drivers. Chris Lyotta. Have not heard a lot out of him tonight. You see Hammerhand ducks down to the bottom, almost the apron a little bit. And the 6th, he lost the draft earlier in the race. Went a lap down. Him and Shane Hoare both have worked themselves back up. Right now, Lyotta came into the night -8, looking into Jordan Jorno. Right now, Mike Hauser and Brent Hammerhand up to the top of the racetrack here. Right now, Josh Henderson, you see him 5th car on the bottom lane so far, has led the most laps tonight. His brother, however, leading this pack, Aaron Stanton.
Easy there, cowgirl.
In about 4 more laps here.
Wiggle.
5 more laps could overtake Henderson for that bonus point. Meanwhile, a little 4-car race back here. Darcy Harr leading this group. Harr 1 lap down. Colton Ward behind them, running in the 10th spot. Then you got Hernandez and Williams. As Hernandez disappears a little bit here. No harm, no foul, as long as he keeps doing it. 86 laps to go from Daytona. Well, thank you, everybody who's staying up late on a Monday night. All 14 viewers and the ones who have watched a little bit and then left. Appreciate everybody here, as again, this race has a lot of stakes involved in it. With that being said, we'll look at the schedule. Of course, it's not updated. I haven't had the chance to update it. So Mount Panorama, that was last week. We'll ignore that one. Tonight, Daytona, 160 laps. When we come back to you next week on the Raging Idiot Racing Network with the Inspired Racing Cup Series, it will be from one of my personally favorite tracks, the track Too Tough to Tame, the Lady in Black, Darlington. This will be the first true test for the 8 drivers looking to lock in, and then Atlanta, Bristol, North Wilkesboro, New Hampshire, Charlotte, before the final 4 will be determined. August 11th, Homestead, Miami.
Hey, Chris, you are blinking once in a while.
That is the remaining schedule for the Inspired Cup Series.
I don't know how bad it
It's quick. It's at least 7 times a lap, though. Right?
Chris, buddy, I hate to tell you this. I'm going to need you to drop. I'm looking at it on my screen here. Just right to it to get it straightened out. That's the best thing I can do. And the issue, and why are we telling the 6 to drop to the back, how much he's blinking. See, he drops down to the apron here to blend back in line. Did it a little wrong, but you see right there, he's gone, then he's back. Creates a potential hazard. It's okay if you do it every once in a blue moon here. But if you do it consistently like he's been doing. See now, Robert Wilhoit, 53 laps down, a little squirrely. Here comes Hauser to the bottom. Mike Hauser wants to lead some more. Shane Hoare, if you can believe it, has not officially led a lap tonight. Strange to say, and it does not feel right. Oh, Hunter's out, I reckon. Stan's involved in it. Mike Hauser got a piece of it. AJ Thompson a piece of it.
I'm sorry about that. There was such a huge checkup that I could not stop, and I tried to go high, but my spotter didn't tell me there was somebody there.
Montrezl Meatball, as he is in the wall a little bit here. Let's go back and go ahead and look at it here.
It didn't hurt me that bad, but I know it probably killed Aaron.
Let's see
Just
here.
From my perspective, Shane, I could be wrong, but you ran me a
Yeah,
little
the
close to
checkup's
AOL
there, but the 19 still comes
Didn't want to have to go
up.
below it.
God almighty, that was a bad impact.
Me? I took it to the inside there, and like I said, just from my perspective, I got really close to it.
So you see the 19. Yeah, there's a bit of a checkup.
my bad.
19
I
goes
didn't
up to
realize.
try to get out of the
That's
way
clear.
and just comes up in front of the. Comes up into the
You're good, man. All
18.
good.
Look at Brent Hammerhand. Whoo! Barely getting through it. Aaron Stanton, on the other hand, an innocent bystander. And significant impact to the inside wall. Race control's already ready to give his verdict. Alright, after reviewing the incident, 19 comes up into the 18, triggering the caution. 19 will get the EOL this time. Thank you guys. 82 to go. Let's finish it strong. So drivers are in this time. We're going to switch to tickers.
No, I think I need a new pair of underwear after that.
One of my production king. Just when Shane was grabbing the lead, you said it right. And Shane Hart officially did get that lap. So either way, Shane Hart quick and in and out. See ya. Have a good day. Henderson, Hadaway, second and third. Lyota coming out fourth.
In front of me.
I said, I'm sorry about that, 18. There was such a big checkup, and my spotter did not say there was somebody outside.
Ah, you're good. I'm gonna do it.
See the race off of pit road here. Let's pull up another bubble driver here. Where is he at? There he is.
Hey, I'm 52 laps down.
Josh
Can I get my
Anderson,
lap
Garrett
back?
Jenkins. You got a copy?
I got you, Garrett. What's up, man?
Buddy, so far so good.
Oh,
tonight.
come on.
So far so good tonight. Right now, looking to be in. How do you feel right
I'll
now,
get him
though?
back on the wave around.
So far feeling good. Yeah, just
the whole race to get them all back.
I don't know. These guys are talking a lot now, so I'm having a hard time
Yeah.
focusing on safety fuel and talking to you. But yeah, so far so good. Just need to keep doing what I'm doing. Been clean, staying ahead of the wrecks, and trying to lead the most laps here. We'll see if I can pull it off.
Yes, sir, buddy. Right now, you're tied, ironically, with your brother for the most laps led at
nice.
19.
Yeah.
I appreciate knowing that. I can let him know. Let me by. So I'll see if he does it or not.
Oh, come on. All right, buddy.
I'm
Well,
not pointing any fingers.
I'll let you drop down here.
Awesome. Thanks, sir.
Yep. So Josh Anderson feeling great so far, trying to keep ahead to Rex here.
Garrett, can you EOL me for packing one?
Right now with Chris Lota asking for an EOL. Henderson and Williams, the top two right now. Unfortunately, due to running out of time, I will not be able to provide a points update.
Hey, 3-car, where are you at, man?
I'm in the pit.
If it gives you a black, I'll clear it if it says passing or not being able to pass somebody or whatnot.
Wave around cars aren't allowed to pit, Robert.
Well, I didn't have a choice. I only had 4 laps.
Irish penalty then, though.
We're coming to the restart here, the top 5. Shane Har, Shane Hart, Josh Harrison, Bobby Hadaway, Jason Williams, Mike Hazard will try to get a points update next caution if there is one. If not, I encourage everybody to stick around. After the post race, we'll get some driver intros, especially surrounding the top 5.
Green flag, green flag.
As right now we are rolling. Shane Har, a great jump out front. Is it too?
They're black.
Robert shouldn't have had his penalties cleared.
Down the back straightaway now. A little bit of a 6-car breakaway. Well, single file, I should say. Right now, AJ Thompson outside trying to make something. I heard you. Right now, Shane Har, Hadaway, Henderson, Williams, and Howes in the top 5. Hammerhand running 6. Hernandez hitting, Stanton, Thompson.
You have a hole behind you, 19, by the way.
Thank you, 60.
You're welcome. I'm still lagging. I can see it, and I'm like, oh.
Right now, 84 laps completed, or working 84, 83 completed, 77 to go. We might be done by midnight. Down the back straightaway, Aaron Stanton blends back in line. Thought about trying to make something happen right now. Shane Hart leading his 6th lap, or leading his 7th right now. Hadaway running 2nd. Henderson in 3rd. If you're just tuned in with us tonight, 5 drivers. This is the cutoff race for the playoffs. Henderson looks to the outside, wants to lead another lap here. Not able to get there. Nobody goes with him. But 5 drivers walked into the night. Their last chance to make the playoffs. Only 2 is going to walk out of here, knowing that they made it right now as they run. It's Williams 3rd, Henderson 4th, Hammerhand 7th, Lyota in 14th, and Jordan Jorno 3 down in 16th. Right now, working 86 to go, or working lap 86, 75 to go this time. See, right now, I mean, it's interesting to say how they're going to have the Toyotas just going to let Shane run here, because right now it is Chevrolet behind him. And they're thinking about trying to make the move. Then up and down night for Shane Har started in, I believe, the 6th position or the 7th position, 1 and 2. And then went a lap down early in the race, got the free pass, and has just now worked himself back up to the front here with 74 to go. Of course, Shane Har, as mentioned, 5 wins this season in the Cup Series. On down through the field. Thomas Hernandez, I've not talked a lot about him tonight. Running in 8th.
I said AJ.
Trying to have a great run, had a great showing at Mount Panorama. Came out with, I believe, a top 5 finish. One of the bright stars trying to work themselves up and make themselves known for next season. Colton Ward, another one of them. Running back there in the 13th spot. So haven't heard a lot out of Colton so far tonight. Because right now, with 73 to go, there might be about another 2 or 3 more pit stops to make, preventing on how the cautions fall. Because right now they're getting dicey back there a little bit. Right now, Henderson now trying to lead that also important 20th lap and try to reclaim the point for most laps led right now, since back side by side with Bobby Hadaway. Or not allowing him to lead that last lap here, but now to run. A great run going into turn 1 for Josh Henderson. He'll come down and cover the bottom. Side by side for second between Stanton and Har, which will now see Shane Har clear up. Now come back up. Henderson tried to block it. The run too great. Side by side. Down the back. Oh! Henderson has turned! Henderson through the grass. What a save, but not going to throw the caution. Because of that. So right now, a little bit of an issue already. 71 to go. I don't know why the pushes are getting as egregious as they are, but right now, Henderson needs a miracle now from what I see. But no caution because he does not fully go around, actually saves it. So no caution for the moment. Right now, Elijah Fisher, not the leader, but has unlapped himself for the moment. So right now, Fisher trying to work himself back up. Lost the draft earlier in the race. Went a lap down. Trying to play catch up.
Robert, do you want to run by the wall, please?
Right now, we're going to take the 3 of Robert Wilhoit, 3 wide. No pun intended.
Already up here. I saw you guys coming.
And right now, does it work? I hope. The 3 in the wall a little bit. 3 back in the wall a little bit. Back off the wall again. Keeps it straight, by God. Williams now trying to lead for the 3rd time tonight. Trying to lead his 3rd lap of the race. Fisher now still trying to fight back outside. Jorno trying to unlap himself as well. Try to put that 84 back 2 laps down. Or 1 down, I should say.
Scared of me, Aaron?
Right now, these 2 drivers working pretty well, just trying to get themselves unlapped. Right now, a bit of some aggressive pushing from the 84-24. Oh, Azell again gets turned by Stanton.
I was trying to get off of you. No, I was trying to get off of you.
God almighty, Aaron Stanton.
You're good, dude. As soon as my car was getting, I felt it go sideways. I was like, oh, God.
3, do you not know what brakes are?
I'm just going to ask.
Aaron, are you KO'd or?
Does anybody want to claim responsibility for that caution? You can if you want to. It's going to get reviewed either way.
I'm pretty KO'd, Chris.
All right, nobody claims it, so we're going to see what happens.
There was a huge checkup. The 3 just plowed in the back of me. When he did, it just shot me back down into the air.
Yeah, I wasn't yelling at you, though, Jordan. I was just trying to get that communication.
See what happens here for real. What?
Aaron, do you need help getting to the pits? Because I'll push you.
No, I know, Elijah.
So
You're
there's
good.
the
I was just trying to
run,
make
that
sure you
the
knew I was
3
trying
and
to
the
get off you.
3. Yeah, too big of a hit and off
You're good. I
center.
think it's similar to the Arca car in that way.
A little bit of a net code, but regardless, they're going to make contact anyway.
But I was just trying to
Up into the wall, Aaron
get their
Stanton.
line new as well.
Take one more look at it here.
That was terrifying. I was
So yeah, so 3 gets the big run down the back straightaway.
Yeah,
Kind of
it didn't help
off.
that you went higher on the
Kind
wall
of.
that one time than I
No,
was expecting,
kind of. He
and-
does hit the
and
9 in
I
that
ended
bad,
up,
the
kinda
19 that
offset
bad
on it.
angle, but ultimately, and I'm not sure. Not sure why he hit that hard, but
hey, Jordan, good work there. We both got our laps back, sir.
take one more look at it here. Yeah, just a big shot, really. Just too big of a shot. Then at the wrong angle, says the 19 down.
Yeah, good work, Elijah. Thank you for helping me out there. I was really stressed out.
Jesus.
You okay, Chris?
Does the Lucky Dog get the opportunity to pit or no?
So after a review of this incident, a 3 gives the 19 a big shove off center. Says the 19 to the 27. The EOL will go on the 3. This will be a second offense, so it will be a drive-through penalty and an EOL. Thank you. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, the Lucky Dog should be able to take a pit stop.
The Lucky Dog can, but the wave run can't.
I got there. I'm good. Thank you.
So after that incident, Mike Hauser will be the leader here.
Have I been blinking or am I good?
Did you take this?
I was asking Garrett if I'm good to run full out.
I ain't seen nothing since the restart. I'm gonna say yes, but it happens again, I'll let you know.
It's what's happening. My PC's just hating Daytona right now. All good.
Yeah, my CPU has caused my computer to crash twice. I closed
What in the world's
Discord
going
on
on
my
here?
computer,
Late pit
switched
stops?
up to Discord on my phone, and now it's not seeming to have an issue, knock on wood.
Alright. Sorry folks, I'm a little quiet. I'm trying to sort out everything here and getting asked some questions here. I got the good
Also, Chris, my bad under pit road. I literally couldn't stop my car during my pit stop.
Somehow I got no damage after hitting the wall. So
Alright, let's get all this crap back off and get back to rolling here, folks. So the rear racket.
It looked funny.
The rear racket, Brent Hammerhand
Oh,
is
that
out
was,
front
that
for the first time tonight. No quit in the driver of the 95. The 40 of Jason Williams. Two playoff hopefuls.
And I had no front tires
Trying to
left
make
on my
it.
car after that wreck. You gotta give me a break.
No, that's why it's flooding, and it's a failure at the same time. 27, I am sorry about that. There just wasn't much I could do.
Right now, we'll go through the top 10 here. Hammerhand, Williams hitting, Darcy Harr and Bobby Hadaway, the top 5. Aaron Stanton, Shane Harr, Josh Henderson, Chris Lyotta, Hunter Rozelle. That is the top 10. Of course, Jordan Jorno 2 laps down, but right now he would be a free pass. There's another 2 cautions, and he's not involved in it. Going to be 65 to go when we get started here. And Brent Hammerhand, the winner from the Daytona Clash earlier in the season, actually the first race of the regular season.
Green flag, green flag.
We're rolling. And Williams Not a great start. Henning going to push his teammate out front, going to try to. Right now, outside lane, not connected. Working lap 96 now. Williams starting to fall back here. Bobby Hadaway running third. Stanton's back up in it. Shane Harr pushing Stanton. Josh Henderson has found his way back into the mix here. Down the back straightaway. But right now, Hammerhand leads his third laps of the night. Right now, 14 drivers still on the lead lap, eligible to win this race. Jordan Dorno's trying to make up 2 laps and claw his way back into a position to win. Down the back straightaway, bottom lane in tow. Steven pushing Hammerhand. Down the back straightaway, Hadaway running in third, side by side for third for the moment. Hadaway clear. Hadaway up to the top, and Bobby Hadaway wants to lead again. Henderson to the bottom a bit. And that 52 checked up to 27 just a little bit. Down the short chute. Henderson up to the top. Henderson trying to lead. Trying to get that bonus points for the most laps led. Right now, him and his brother, Aaron Stanton, tied at 19 laps. Henderson side by side, almost gets take 3 wide. Hadaway thanks better of it. Hunter Rozelle up to the 5th spot after just being involved in a wreck. Hadaway now making it 3 wide. Down the back straightaway, blends back in line between the 2 brothers of Henderson and Stanton now. Hammerhand looking to lead his 5th lap. Hammerhand fighting for everything right now. It was a very tall order for the driver in 95, but he is not going down without a fight. Down the front straightaway now, looking to lead his 5th lap. Stephen Henning has only led the opening lap. We are close to having 6 to go here. Well, right now you see Hunter Rozelle trying to make that outside lane form up here. Thanks better of it. Ashton, I changed my mind. Here he comes. Get a push with Shane Hart. Chris Loda up the block. Trying to make something happen. Hunter down in the middle. Big push from the 35 to the 21. Actually contacted. It was between the 72 and the 35.
I'm good now.
Right now, Hammerhand still leading. Trying to hold on a charge from Lyota. That run does stall out for the moment. Shane Hoare up there with Lyota. Darcy Hart and Bobby Hadaway, but right now the Fords of Stephen Henning running second and Brent Hammerhand running first. Them are the leaders with 61 to go here. We're working on 60 to go. You see Stanton jumps up to 19. Hunter Rozelle wants to lead that outside lane. Rozelle trying to lead his first laps of the night. Don't know how long Stanton's going to really want to push that 19, I understand. The first one might have had something to do with it, but Eric Rick 27's been in. The 19's been involved. Henderson, another big shove from the 84. Henderson keeps it gathered up. He saves it. Keeping it straight, Hunter Rozelle for the first time tonight leads at Daytona. Aaron Stanton with him. Hammerhand slips back to third. Hitting 4th. Williams holding on to the 5th spot. Oh, there goes Shane. Shane Hart got contact from what looks like the 52 from that one camera angle. Go back and look at it. But 2 cars resulting in contact, so caution if they spin out. Key word, they spin out. So we're going to go back and look at it real quick here. I believe there's contact.
Did you hit the inside wall there, Shane?
Go there.
Oh, there I
Well, go. Yeah, Josh, I've seen your 2 saves. I'm pretty impressed, dude.
So looking at here in middle
Pace
3 and
car
4,
made
I
that.
slowed it up way too early, but here we come.
Pretty irritated, but Shane had to go and steal my thunder with that one.
So coming off the back
I don't know
straightaway,
how I saved
52 tries to come down.
Got it.
Kind of looks like the way to
I don't know
21s.
how you saved that, Shane. I was watching for the fucking roof. Or sorry. I was watching for the roof blast.
We apologize for the language here.
Language, young man.
That's hard to say though.
Yeah,
really,
that's
it's
my
hard
bad.
to
I'm
pin if the
stressed out. It
52.
slipped out. I apologize.
It's hard to really pin if the 52.
Shane, I thought you Kyle Bushed it there. I thought your legs were going to be broke.
So yeah, I mean,
It was heading that way. I don't know how, but it finally grabbed and shot away. I got lucky.
honestly, I really can't see how I can
Good thing,
pin this
bro.
on the 52 or the 21 for that matter. Looks like
Thanks,
racing
brother.
deal to me. Shane does save it. Of course, when I threw the caution, it looked like he ain't gone completely around. Nonetheless, barely misses the wall. So in hindsight, maybe a bit of a blown call, maybe, but still looked like he was going around. So Shane Hard gets service here.
By the way, Shane, I just seen the replay. You missed that headed out wall by like maybe 2 feet.
Dude, I swear I was going to hit it. I don't know how I did.
Alright, so after review here, a little bit of another tough call. The way it looks, 52 and the 21. 21 may have been coming down just a little bit. 52 coming up just a little bit. Regardless, it's really just 2 cars going for the same spot. It would be chalked up as a racing deal. No EOL. 58 to go. Good run, boys. Let's try to get another green flag run in here somewhere. Thanks.
Somebody should take a clip of Shane's car doing that, because I think I'm going to use that for a highlight video later on.
Just look back at the broadcast if you need to. Oh, and I will apologize for the profanity of the driver of the 84.
Holy Lord, that was
Do
impressive.
apologize to our viewers, some of the younger
Shane,
ones
I
who might be
apologize.
watching.
I was going for the spot, and then you started down. I backed out, but it was too late. No, you're good, Bobby. It was part of my fault.
I will say, whoever pushed me to the front there, no clue what number it was, but you are a hell of a pusher.
All right, that's twice on a lap. I've had a cuss word come across the broadcast here. Let's try to keep it down a little bit.
Maybe think twice about wrecking me next time.
Please don't make me take the race chatter away. I don't want to have to. 2 drivers in the pits right now. Mainly the Fords of Hitting and Fisher and
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
I'm not quite sure why it did that. I did not hit the button, so evidently iRacing saw something it did not like.
That would have been someone stopped on the track.
And when Rob came to a stop on the apron, it decided to throw a delay, as it usually does.
By rulebook here, pit road is closed on this delay green.
Why can't we just shorten it?
I was working on that.
Say, is there even a way to shorten it?
Don't let no stop on track.
There is, but we can't shorten it because now everybody has to come around me being a lap car since the caution came back out.
So when we wrecked the field here, Williams had away hard. Azell, Henderson, the top 5. Lyota Stanton, Darcy Har, Elijah Fisher, Stephen Henning. That's the top 10.
Most likely going to need some black flag clears on the start here.
All right, I can take care of it.
Alright, just wanted to make sure you wouldn't miss it. Thanks.
Garrett, can you jot this down for me? Shorten it's going to be exclamation point P1.
I already knew that. I got you, but there is a button I can press on the race control app. We're rolling here. Chevrolet out front like they've been the majority of the night. Jason Williams leads his 6th lap here so far. Side by side, Hunter Azell trying to get up there in the mix. Off of 2, 56 laps to go, and what's been a long 400-mile race. There's still a long way to go. Hadaway drops down to the bottom, and hard trying to pull that outside lane. Here comes Henderson back with Stanton. Lyota blinking a little bit. It wasn't Lyota. Oh, that was Hunter. Right now it ain't doing it consistently, but right now Horner will lead that lap, his 15th of the night. Of course, if Shane Horner can lead 5 more laps, he will take that bonus point away from Henderson, who really, really wants it badly here. Oh, Hernandez fans in the chat tonight. Right now, Hernandez 14th after the pit stops. As right now, Shane Horn down to the bottom looking at trying to lead his 16th lap of the race. Henderson and Stanton both trying to work up there back to the front. And Horn right back up trying to work the lane control down through the tri-oval. Big shove from the 72 to 21. Right now, as we're side by side for the lead for the moment, 54 laps to go from Daytona. Oh, easy boys. They saved it. Thank God. Almost. Ward up top. That blue car up there on the top lane. Somehow they made it through it. Right now, Shane Hart back to cover the bottom. Here comes Josh Henderson with a great run. Henderson now up the track a little bit. Stanton cuts him some slack. Hadaway in the 21 at it again. They keep it straight. Josh Henderson leads that lap, however. Good gosh, too mighty.
Sorry, Shane. You're good.
Down the back straightaway now. Henderson trying to lead as many laps as he can where he has the opportunity to. Colton Ward working on the outside lane. Will Hoyt goes up with him. See Fisher trying to make something happen. Jordan Jorno 1 lap away from being back into the conversation as far as the points goes. See Fisher back there really trying to make something happen up there. Red and white car way back there in the back. Right now, the 5 bubble drivers running first with Josh Henderson. Jason Williams in 6th, Lyota 7th, Hammerhand in 10th, and Jorno 15th. $52 to go for Daytona, what has been a long 400 miles, and the reason this race was made the full distance was simple. There needed to be a race that would put the drivers around the bubble. It needed to be one test. One test that showed how deep somebody can go to try to make the playoffs. And right now, it's been all Josh Henderson who has led 22 laps tonight, showing that he has had the dominant car so far, but a few incidents, couple of incidents, a ride through the grass a couple times. And right now, Henderson trying to persevere. Here comes Jason Williams on the outside lane. Nobody goes with him. So Williams will probably drop back to the driver to 3 and Robert Wilhoit, who is 53 laps down. Right now, drivers single file, trying to save maybe fuel. Hopefully that's what they're trying to do. Has 7 or 8 cautions tonight. Really not looking to see any more until the end of this race. Right now, the Inspired biggest movers of the race. Kind of close. Chris Liotta up 7 from where he started. Aaron Stanton and Colt Ward both up 6. And Darcy Harr up 5. Them are the Inspired Marketing biggest movers of the race.
What just happened behind me?
Nothing really. I don't see nothing that's happened. Well, right now we'll tune back into the Ford, so I've actually lost this draft. Right now we'll tune back into the front pack for a moment, see if the Fords can rally back up through the field. So far, the biggest dropper of the race, I should say, would be that of Jordan Jorno, down 10 spots from where he started, running 15th, 1 down, trying to get that lap back. If there's another caution, and I'm pretty sure there will be, the driver to 84 will be back in contention. Right now, 11:04 on the East Coast. This is slowly becoming a race of nutrition for the drivers and the commentators. I ain't been in a race this long actually, it's the first time I've ever broadcasted a race this long.
19, you're blinking awful bad.
19, this is a warning on the wagon. If it continues to happen, I'm going to ask you to drop back to the end of this pack here and just ride until it can straighten itself out. Right now, 48 to go, 47 correction there. And right now, it's the two brothers of Stanton and Henderson leading. Josh Henderson trying to collect the bonus points. Well, bonus points. It's 1 point for leading the most laps. If he can win his way in, it will be, I will say this, like Jordan Jorno has been a long time coming. By far the most emotional race was Chicagoland. Mike Hauser was able to get his first win in the season. It would have been a very long time coming, and you can hear the tears in his, you can hear the tears and him crying in victory lane. Shows what all it means. And then Jordan Jorno so close to getting that first win in the same race at Chicagoland, and you can see the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. That being said, if Josh Henderson can win this race, I don't know what kind of interview we're going to get.
Dive in here, you can.
Don't know what kind of interview we get from the 72, but it's going to be an emotional one for a lot of people. But he's got a long way to go, 46 laps to be precise, to get the job done here. Right now, drivers running single file. We'll look at the Monster Energy pit stop strategy here. Most drivers on the same pit strategy right now, working anywhere from 11 to 12, but Bobby Hadaway and Jason Williams, 22 laps on this stint. If there's not a caution for them two, they will have to make their green flag pit stops early, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Meanwhile, down back straightaway, we'll check back in with the Fords. We right now are bunched up. So right now, while we're looking at Fords, you can see where your favorite manufacturer is running. Chevy, Toyota, Chevy. The top 5, and there you see the Fords. And you look at the 3 Fords that are running right now. Fisher, Henning, and Hauser knows that next week their quest begins. for the Inspired Racing League Championship. How the playoffs work is simple. We're only having one round of the playoffs. If a driver wins 2 or more races in the playoffs, and if they make all the races in the playoffs, so win 2 races, make all the playoff races during the playoffs, they will automatically lock themselves into the Final 4. However, if no driver wins 2 races during the playoffs, it is merely based on points alone between the top 8 drivers in the playoffs. And once we leave Charlotte, the highest 4 running drivers on points, providing there's not a 2-time winner, that a playoff driver wins 2 races. When we leave Charlotte, there will be 4 drivers in a winner-take-all Final 4 race at Homestead, August 11th. But before we can conquer that, we need to determine the rest of the field. 6 drivers walking into the night knowing their fate. They are locked into the playoffs. Then drivers Aaron Stanton, Shane Harr, Elijah Fisher, Stephen Hitting, Mike Hauser. Of course, Stanton, Harr, and Fisher locked in on their wins. The top 3 winningest drivers will take the first 3 spots. 4th through 8th will be based on points alone. Of course, Mike Hauser, the regular season champion, running 12th, was easily able to lock in on points early, as was Stephen Hitting. I think I only named off 5. Stanton, Harr, Fisher, Hitting, Hauser. Oh, Kay Cannon. Kay Cannon not with us tonight, but I knew I forgot somebody. Kay Cannon, driver to number 9, is also locked in on points. Of course, taking the night off tonight, but he will be ready in Darlington. Then that leaves 2 spots, 7th and 8th. Right now, Henderson has led 32 laps, looking to try to make it into the playoffs with a win. Right now, we'll switch the graphics back to the gap. As you actually look back here, I'm just seeing this on the graphic myself. The Fords have caught back up to the main pack. So now the front 5, they're going to eventually get swallowed up. Colt Ward trying to block big on Elijah Fisher, not able to get there. Fisher looking to the outside, trying to get up there to the front. Not able to do it, they'll slip back. Colt Ward below him on that 42. Hunter Azell trying to make it back up. Lyota drops down. Darcy Hard jumps up. Lyota Jossie in mid for about mid-pack. Focus back in on front. Sorry, got cut in my ear. Forgot to breathe. Henderson is still leading. Shane Harr, Bobby Hadaway, Jason Williams. Top 5 has not changed. But I'll be dang. It is a dog fight. For 6th on back, Robert Wilhoit, you see the 3. Not in contention, 53 laps down. Thomas Hernandez has lost the lead draft, as has the 95 of Brett Amrahan. 39 to go, going to be 38. Right now, drivers trying to decide. We know that there's at least another pit stop. Potentially, this could be a fuel mileage race. Well, we know that the 52 and the 40, they're going to have to be coming here sooner or later. They're on the longer strategy. Of course, this 40 will be in this time. Jorno stuck 3 wide. 52 as well, I believe. And how long have they gone?
I gotta pit. I gotta pit.
They've gone 29 to 29 and 30. About the limit here. See Hadaway now, bit of a slide there. Hadaway a little loose on pit road. Somehow that's not a black flag, but takes out the innocent.
Next time you got a pit, Robert, you just have to let out of it and go to the bottom. We can't lose it.
Because right now, so Hadaway takes out an innocent bystander cone. Other than that, him in the 40 gets on the pit road safely. So we know that you can go about 29 laps.
Trying to get behind the pit and he ended up slowing down at the same time. That just threw it all off. I was just trying to let you guys know, that way you guys didn't fly over it.
All good.
So right now, you're looking at the main
Just
pack
an
here.
FYI, guys, when you do pit though, you can come off at turn 4 completely and then get below the yellow because that track up pull there from U52. I'm not upset, but that almost was a
You look at Elijah Fisher now in this pack has to play catch up to the top 3 of Henderson, Stanton, and Shane Haar. You see Williams and Hadaway both coming back out on track. They're going to actually blend in with Thomas Fernandez.
Whoever's behind me, like, catch back up.
Right now they'll put Williams 1 lap down. Hernandez just in front of them, going to try to stay a lap. Going to try to stay on the lead lap here. Caution is out. Darcy Haar, Chris Lyotta. Championship implications. Well, playoff implications, more like it.
Pace car will be in 1-2.
This changes everything, and right now, Hadaway and Williams saying, "Thank you, Lord, thank you." And that does not spell good for Jordan Jorno, who will be trapped 1 down still. Big damage to the 60. We'll see what happens. That starts way up ahead. What? Okay, hold on. Word. What goes on down here? Can't see nothing. Okay. That's a net code. Because I don't think Darcy's going to make contact, even if he does come down. But right there, Darcy comes down, is holding his wheel straight. Half second. That's a net code. Review it here one more time while they're coming into the pits. So Darcy comes down, holds it. Yeah, he's nowhere near AJ. Alright, we're going to come back in as here's a net code is struck for the first time tonight. We'll look at Josh Henderson, being that he is the pole center. He'll give us the best race off the pit road.
Thank you, Darcy. You just saved my race.
Alright, after review of the replay, this is going to be chalked down to a net code caution, as the gap between the 35 and the 18 doesn't appear to, really does not appear they would have made any contact regardless. So it's going to be chalked up to net code. There will be no EOLs at this time. Thank you. However, is implications, sort of, as Darcy Haar has used, Darcy R has to use his fast repair, but the big thing, 2 drivers, the playoffs. Chris Lyotta has used his fast repair. Jason Williams has spent the whole race since lap 4 without a fast repair. So now these 2 drivers with 34 to go, they got to get in. They got to get as many points as they can. But, of course, they get involved in a wreck, it's potentially game over. So right now, as they run, we're going to try to get a quick points update here, because I haven't gave one. Let's see, so bear with me here, quick commercial break before we go back green. Alright, so while we're working on a points update here, we'll be waiting on that momentarily. Might just have to be next caution.
Green, green, green.
We are rolling here, Stanton and Henderson now, the leaders. Slowly but surely, we're working to the end. 32 to go this time, and already Har up the block. Henderson and back down to the bottom, trying to push Stanton out ahead. Darcy Har. That 35's worked himself up into a position. I'll tell you the ones that were relieved was probably Hadaway and Williams for that yellow. Down to the bottom goes Stanton to cover the 21 is Shane Har. Side by side for the lead. Henderson was led 39 laps tonight. If he can keep leading or there's more lead changes, he will lock up that bonus point. Appreciate the 10 viewers staying up till 11:30 Eastern time. Henderson up the block. And Josh Henderson back out front for the moment. 40 laps led tonight by the driver to 72. It's been an outstanding performance tonight from Henderson when it matters the most. Hadaway off the wall, trying to push Williams up there. Right now, Henderson leads off of 4 now still. The 40 and the 52. Right now, Williams leading. I apologize, still working on the point thing. Trying to. We're getting it prepared for the next pit stop. If there's another caution. Down the back straightaway, it's still Henderson. So pretty much, Henderson needs to have everything go right tonight.
Chris, you're blinking.
So as they run, we're going to try to do this as accurately as possible, but it's probably not going to be as accurate. But if points was awarded right now, do the math here momentarily. It helps me a lot that I run in single file. So as they run prior to lap 132, it looks like it was the dog. Like right now, Henderson has a very considerable margin. Came in tonight plus 10 to the good. Right now, putting that 10-point cushion to good use. So Henderson right now up 33 spots. Giorno right now only in by 2 over Lyota. Of course, or no, he's 2. Giorno out by 2 over Williams. Lyota is only out by 7. Of course, and then there's Brent Hammerhand out by 23. So right now, if you're Josh Henderson, you are in the absolute most perfect spot you can be in. If you are Jordy Giorno, you are hoping that Hadaway, or not Hadaway, but Jason Williams does not move up 2 more spots. You see right there, Williams behind Hammerhand. Hammerhand only out by 23. So Brent still needs a miracle workers. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are working inside. 25 laps to go. It's beginning to get showtime. Of course, you see Jordan Giorno back on track. Actually, on the lead lap, it's saved for the moment, which is weird. But right now, Giorno on the lead lap, leading the line. Henderson maybe trying to stretch the field gain. 25 to go. Let's actually look here at the data. That's not even registered. The only driver, Williams, 12 on a 12-lap stint. 25 to go. If you're Giorno, you're wanting a caution and be thinking to yourself, baby, I got a chance. So the points that I just gave you, of course, that points update was at lap 132, so ain't no telling what it is now. Actually, Williams has gained. He was 9th. Now he's up to 6th. One has to think Giorno's out at the moment. I wish I had something that did it automatically. Unfortunately, I do not. Not yet. 24 to go. I asked this question earlier in the race, but now that it's starting to get down crunch time, if you're still awake and you're still with me here, Go ahead and name your picks. Who do you think's going to win 23 laps from now? And I'll throw in a curveball. Oh, Hammerhead gets turned. Oh. Hammerhand got turned. He might have saved it. It looked like his car slid to me. Looked like a spin. Hammerhand got turned. Hold them thoughts, because crap just hit the fan. We're going to look at it here. Might not have gone completely around. Let's just see what happens before I say anything. Just 3 wide. I sort of say they save it, but still. I mean, when you throw the caution, it looks like it's a spin. That's why it gets thrown.
Start middle back heading to 3.
Fisher all over the back bumper to 95. And I sort of say just contact there or not. Just the way it looks to me, and if I got this planet out, it's planet, but there, Hammerhand comes up. There's the 3's right there. Kind of gets him a little squirrely. The 4's just doing everything he can just to push him straight. At the same time, it looks like the 35, possibly another net code, possibly. Hard to say with it being that close. But really the way it looks like 4 drivers. But here, 3 wide. Okay, so here, let's back it up some more. Right there, Brent's side drafted hard. 3 comes down, maybe a little bit of contact, not a lot. 95 trying to keep it under him. God, they're all, really, it's hard to really call that on somebody. That's just my opinion. I'm sure there's other people that's going to question that. But right there, I mean, it's hard to really say. The only thing I can say is right on board with the 4, but even then the 4 cannot help that the 95s all over the place. Then they're 3 wide, but we'll just right on board with Fisher here. See what happens.
Easy, Shane.
The 95, yeah, up and down. Fisher really does not have a chance to really hit somebody square. See, the 35 maybe comes up a little bit. Yeah, so 95 comes down, yeah, that's a hard one to call. I mean, ultimately, though, like, what time do you really have? I mean, it's a slowed down version of it, so it looks like there's a lot of time, but if you look at this in real time, I don't know what I'm. Alright, so after revealing the incident, ultimately it just looks like 4 guys really either trying to go for one spot or get sorted out. Regardless, it's going to be chalked up as a racing incident. No EOLs. 21 laps here, guys. You got about 10 or 11 people watching. Let's put on a good show here. The only thing it sucks for is that Brent Hammerhand,
Honolulu, Shane.
so far not needing a fast repair, but we've got a lot of work to make up. Right now, the man on the mission, Josh Henderson, but let's see if we can't pull somebody in real quick.
Hola.
We gotta make this
I was
quick.
scared for a second. I thought you were going to respond. I was like, I'm hurt.
Jason Williams, Garrett Jenkins got a copy.
I got you.
Well, buddy,
I just did 10 more
I do not
cautions,
have
I
an
get a chance
accurate
to race.
number.
And then I get to
But
race
I
and
can
get
tell
jumped
you,
in.
on
Yeah,
lap 132, the points were close, out by 2 off Jorno. I do not have an accurate representation of it now, but we're going to assume it's close. Do you have any last tricks to try to pull out a Hail Mary and a trip into the playoffs?
I got 4 fresh good years, and my car owner said to bring the trophy or the steering wheel back.
All right, buddy. Well, look, I'm going to cut this short 'cause I know you're getting ready to go here. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Folks, this is going to come down to the bitter end. Right now, if you're Josh Henderson, you have led 50 laps, 20 to go. Dare I say, been uncontested because he's had some up and down moments like a lot of drivers tonight. Folks, Jordan Jorno is back on the lead lap, and he has a shot now. So, unless you're Josh Henderson, re-rack them. We're rolling. 20 to go. Henderson on the bottom. Hoare on the outside. Not a great start by Shane Hoare. Elijah Fisher trying to get out there. Have not heard nothing out of him all night. Bit of mismatched organization here. Nobody's really caught up here. Henderson out too far. Shane's going to push him. A great push in the middle of the corner. And here comes Azell pushing the 4 Fisher. Down the back straightaway. You see? Who's that? Car up top. Stephen Henning. Stanton, Henning, Hadaway trying to make something happen down the back straightaway. A huge push from the back of the front of 72. God, I'm getting choked up here. Nerves are starting to get up. Adrenaline's pumping. Getting go time. Hernandez is back in the mix, running 5th. Azell as well. 18 to go. Lap 52 led for Josh Henderson. What does Shane Hoare do? Does he try to get win number 6 or will he push Josh Henderson? Meanwhile, top 6, single file out. Williams now fakes to the outside. Here comes the Ford of Hernandez and Fisher. Hammerhead up top. Brent Hammerhead trying to work himself back into this. Car up to the top side. And Henderson left by himself. And Henderson needs to hurry up and get to the back of that 19. Hope that nobody comes down and clears him. I believe Hoare will. Hernandez thought about it. A little bit of contact between the 95 and the 27. Hoare down, and just like that, Henderson down to 7th. Drivers know it's go time. There's Stanton taking it 3 wide with 17 to go. First time we've seen that tonight. Aaron Stanton trying to make something happen. Down the back straightaway. Caution is out. Hadaway off the wall. Not sure why. There's a wreck behind.
Fun without anything happening to him. I don't know what the hell that was.
Apologize for the language again. Jordan Jorno. A meatball flag to the 84th. Well, let's see what happens here. Make this quick. I'm going to want to do a points thing going into this. Oh, massive net code. Good God.
If I wait until 5th open to take my meatball fast repair, am I going to get qualified for it or no? Because the car can make it. I just don't know if the penalty can.
You won't be, if you don't hit when it tells you to, you won't be scored until you do.
Okay.
Pace car middle back. Pace car middle back.
All right, so after reviewing this replay, honest to God, it's one of the worst net codes I've ever seen on the 3 of Robert. Meaning that it's a net code, no EOLs at this time. Thank you. Good.
It is third one, and the previous one was up a glitch as well.
Yeah, like there wasn't even anyone near Rob, and his car just pitched all the way around from the top.
Just imagine Kyle Busch cutting a tire in the 2017 Daytona 500. That's how quick it was.
If it's a technical glitch, though, you gotta treat it like a Lincoln car almost.
Just take the EOL. Just take the call that I make.
So I would give him the ELL here, Garrett.
There. She's going up, man. Alright, we're going to do a quick points thing here. So
Lucky dog, come to the outside.
bear with me here. We're going to be going to a commercial break while I get the points tallied up.
Watch out, guys. They just coming through. Alright, I'm safe another lap.
Woo!
That was close.
Yeah, if I get another caution, y'all won't be, because I'll be back on the lead lap.
I have to put my safety helmet on just to make sure.
Safety first.
I mean, I'm already driving in my fire helmet, like, I'm pretty safe right now.
Of course, folks, all of this, the points that I'm giving you, is not official until it is released. But as it's projected, it is tight. So Josh Henderson, 520. Henderson in by 21 points, where he sits right now. Jordan Jorno, the fight is still alive, but only by 6 points over Jason Williams. 7 over Lyota. And by God, Brent Hammerhand has worked within 12 points of this championship lead real quick. Let's pull in the driver of the 84. Jordan Jorno, you got a quick copy?
Hello?
You got a quick copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. What's up?
Real fast, unofficial, obviously, as you know, but for right now, by our calculations, you're in by 6 over Jason Williams. What's the plan here?
I just want to get into the top 10. I need to be careful. I used up my last fast repair. But I just want to get into the top 10, and then I'm going to take some safe risks, we'll call it, to try and secure my points position. This is a brawl. I'm pretty stressed out.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck too. I'll drop you down real quick. Best of luck.
You're exactly right.
Thanks.
I got it too, and I'm back here in what, y'all?
Right here, right now, again, I'm going to reiterate the points here. Henderson in by 21, where he restarts right now. Jorno in by 6. Williams out by 6. Lyota out by 7. Brent Hammerhand out by 12 points. Ladies and gentlemen, take the ratchet straps, ratchet down the TV. It's about to be some of the most intense 14 laps you've ever seen. We are rolling hard. Fisher leads them down. A great jump by the 21. Enough for Stanton to clear Fisher down to the bottom. The 4s line up. 3 4s outside lane. Hammerhand drops back down. Make it 2. Hammerhand knows that it's go time. And even if he wins the race,
Made Mike check up and blow his motor out of nowhere.
Mike Hauser slowed down the back straightaway, the regular season champion. Appears to be done. Here, Jorno says something about the 43 may have blown the motor in it. Right now, posting down the back straightaway. Mike Hauser stopped on the track and toes it. So no caution, we stay green. Here comes Brent Hammerhand, the class winner. On the outside, getting pushed by Fisher. Got to remember though, that I can't sit here and calculate it all in my head with it changing so much, but if Brent wins, there's no guarantee the win will be enough to get him in. Meanwhile, a lot of shoving, Williams down. They keep it straight for the most part. We'll look back here in a minute. They keep it all straight. We stay green right now. Hammerhead Har on the apron. Another great save by Shane Har.
Sorry, brother.
Brent Hammerhand trying to kill everybody in the wall. Hernandez ducks down to the bottom. Hernandez, you see, is a top four. Lord have mercy. Jesus, it's getting intense. Oh, hitting around. There they go. The big one. Henderson's in it.
I apologize, King.
Josh Henderson hard. The day might be done. Jordan Jorno got a piece of it. A meatball to the 84. And with that,
I'm missing all, but it might
the
not be so much
championship,
because I went through the draft
the
and
hopes
missed
of
all.
making the playoffs might be gone for the 84. Henderson's involved. Stephen Henning got a piece of that. Ah, good Lord have mercy. There were several wrecks before the wreck actually happened. Let's go back and look here. See a big push. Bit of a
Pace car middle back, entering 3.
So Shane goes to make it 3. He wants to run with Stanton here. A big push to the back of the 27. I guess 27 all out of shape here. Up the track. Bit of a net code in play. But theoretically. So cut the mic real quick.
King, did you think that I did that, by the way?
Lucky dog, come outside.
at it. I'm back on the late lap.
That took way too long. Way too long, but not by design. Jorno is still in this thing. Do not know how much damage is on the 84 nor the 72. Jorno 12th. Henderson 14th. By our calculations right now, of course, still not official. Chris Lyotta would be in by 2 points. There would be a tie between the 72 and the 84. Jason Williams would be out by 3 points. Hammerhand out by 5. Of course, unofficial. But, and whatever happens now, with 8 to go, it is what it is.
Green, green, green.
We are rolling. Hammerhand trying to get out in front. Of course, Hammerhand, he was sweep 2 of the 3 Daytona races this season. If he can hold on to it, Vischer probably going to play defense, try to hold off the pack. Oh, a big block from the 4. They ain't never going to make it back. If they make it back to 6 to go, I'll be amazed. Meanwhile, Hadaway up the middle. Here comes Williams, going to get turned. Gosh, too mighty, and that might be the championship for Jason Williams. Or a shot at it.
You guys have to have car control if you're going to be aggressive. That's all I'm going to say.
Alright, let's see.
There's no and if or buts about that. If you're going to be that aggressive, you have to have the car control to do it.
What are you talking about?
The whole field.
Right there, he's coming.
Pace car's the middle back stretch.
Right there, he's coming. Coming in from there. He just keeps coming. So I view it. Ultimately.
Not the lucky dog getting taken away.
Alright, folks. Another twist. in this championship predicament. New driver in the pit. Brent Hammerhand had to pit. So did Henderson. That's going to really shake up the points now. My head hurts just from doing all the math here. Now I'm going to give you another one here after this caution. Let's see. Just give me 1 second here. Trying to get what I see as accurate as possible. Henderson has clinched the most bonus, or has collected the 1 bonus point. That's going to help him a lot.
Alright guys, it's been a long night, and yeah, we're at the end of it here, like I said earlier. It's about survival. Let's try to get as far as we can across that finish line in one piece. Good luck, have fun, and this is the last restart.
Points as they run. Giorno and Lyota in. Giorno in by 7 points. Lyota in by 1. Henderson out by 1. Jason Williams would be out by 496, or out by 15. What he has as he's running 496. Brent Hammerhand out by 36. Henderson needs 1 measly little point over the 60. And Giorno, as long as he does not lose any spots, he cannot afford to lose but maybe 1 or 2 positions here. This is after this caution here. 4 laps to go, will be 3. This is not an attempt at overtime. If overtime is needed, it will be 1 attempt. Hadaway looking for his first win. Fisher looking to go 3 in a row. Stephen Henning looking to return to victory lane. Shane Harris trying to make it 6 wins. We're rolling. A great start by Hadaway. You see Har over the back of the 21. Hadaway a big lead. That's going to suck. That's going to hurt bad. Hadaway's going to try to block it, but evidently, it's going to be hard to block both lanes. Big head of steam. Here comes Elijah Fisher. Down the back straightaway. Get pushed by Shane Harris standing up. Tried to block, tried to jump on the outside lane, stuck 3 wide. Shane Hart to the bottom. Here comes Hunter Rozelle. With him, Toyota out front. Hernandez pushing the Toyotas. Coming to 2 laps to go from Daytona. I'd reckon.
Don't know why we're
God almighty. And this is not how some of this one in. There's Henning in it. Lyota's in it. Well, Lyota said he was in it. Thompson rolling. Josh Henderson.
You're good. Sorry,
A
Steven, I
meatball
got
flag.
behind.
Has not used the fast
I mean, it
repair, but
wasn't
now
their
he's
fault,
going to
it's
need
the
it.
guys in front that are just coming to a complete stop from 180.
Well, let's go look at this here. Let's hear what Steven's mad about. Bit of an accordion effect here. Really, I mean, what do you do?
Pace car, middle back.
So watch it up here. Watch it up here. So starts. 77's got to check up for a 19, and the 6 got to check up. Then it's oh, Ward went flying through there. Look at this thing.
Yep, I get to look at the big, beautiful Spooky.
One of
That's
the things
right.
I had to unmute the broadcast too. That's what it had to come to. The big, beautiful sports. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's only fitting after a dramatic regular season. We bring it down to this. Green, white, checkered. Quick run through the points as it shifts every time. Okay, not dang. God almighty, folks. I'll try and calculate it real quick. It is not going to be. It cannot get any closer.
How'd you do it?
Honolulu.
28.
Now, Honolulu to you too, Steven.
Folks, I'm telling you, it's
I've got
not going
some
to get any
friends
closer
back
than
here.
this. And I'm going to have the results here momentarily.
Haven't had to use a fast pair until that last wreck.
So, getting the last ones tallied up here. Before we go green, I will say this. Right now, there would be a tie for the 7th and 8th position. Lyota out by 6. Right now, Jorno and Henderson in. Actually, there would not be a tie. Henderson would be in by 1 point because of the bonus point.
Green flag, green flag.
Folks, it's go time. Overtime, only one attempt. If the caution is thrown, iRacing throws it. Loader needs about 6 points on Jorno. Coming down the back straightaway now. Shane Hoare leads. Hunter Azell running second. What an incredible run by the rookie. Will be a rookie next season. Down to the bottom, Azell leaves Hoare. Interesting turn of events. Here comes Hammerhand on the outside. Brent Hammerhand making it 3 wide. What a move by Hammerhand. Just make it to the white, boys. Whatever happens, happens. Brent Hammerhand to the lead. Coming to the white flag. White flag in the air. Hernandez pushing Hammerhand. Look, Anderson trying to make. Oh, AJ gets turned. Oh, they're wrecking some more. Winding it up. Down the back straightaway. We'll have to review all these wrecks after the fact. Here comes Shane Hoare off the wall. Hammerhand, no help.
77 when you leave a half lane.
Here comes Denton to the inside. Aaron standing now. Shane Hoare trying to side draft. Get the photo finish. Cameras ready, folks. Off of 4. Side by side. The run with the 21. At the line. Oh, Hammerhand wrecks Shane Hoare. Win number 6 of the year. God almighty Jesus. Are you gonna believe it?
Good win, Shane. I made my move too soon. Dang it.
Shane Hoare, Garrett Jenkins, you got a copy.
I do. What's happening?
Win number 6, baby. How does it feel?
Oh, this is the biggest win here of the whole year for sure. We put the whole race together early. We had a little connection issues, but luckily it held up, and yeah, we were able to make the whole race. And this one's big.
I was wondering what happened. You went a lap down here.
Hey, we're not gonna argue this over the radio. Take it somewhere else, please.
As you see, a little bit of some tempers flaring.
Good one,
When Brent got out in front, did you see the move coming, or what did you expect from the 3 wide move to the bottom?
Yeah, he got the lead on me. I thought I was honestly in trouble, but I think Thomas had tried to clear himself there on the bottom row and got himself spun. So from there, I got clear. I had Brent's draft and Aaron in behind me. Seemed to help a little bit, but Aaron made his move just a hair too early. I was able to side draft him there, coming into out of 4, and yeah, the rest is history, really. We had Brent at the end with a nice push, so shout out to him. Yeah, number 6, man, feels awesome.
And buddy, I got to admit this: if you didn't need any more motivation going into the playoffs, win number 6 on the biggest stage of them all, going into a tricky track like Darlington, where you get the playoff points, and of course, you know the playoff points are going to be big here. Hell of a drive, buddy. I know it's 12:08 here, so I'm gonna make this quick. Is there anybody you want to shout out, whether it's friends, family, sponsors, etc.?
Good job, Shane.
Oh yeah, I want to shout out you up in the booth, Garrett.
Well, buddy, I broke out in sweat and blood pressure.
That's good. I'm glad we made you sweat.
Good
yeah, Garrett, you, Elijah, for putting this league on, and everybody tonight for showing up for this special night. For me anyway, it feels good to get the win, and try not to get too emotional here, but
Yeah, buddy.
you know, it's awesome.
It's been a rough week for you. It feels good
It
to
has.
cap it off on the plus side of things.
It does. You know, after the weekend we had, this is a great way to end it. So we're happy.
All right, buddy. Congratulations. Win number 6. Building momentum to the playoffs. And what better way to do it? Shane Har, you're a winner tonight. Win number 6. And a massive boost going into Darlington next week. Congratulations, buddy.
Whew, let's go. Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir. That being said, we'll get Aaron Stanton's. We'll see what Aaron Stanton has to say. Aaron Stanton, Garrett Jenkins in the booth. Do you have a copy?
What's up, Garrett?
Well, buddy, is there any more fitting way than the fireworks to be thrown at Daytona? Take me through the whole night. We heard over the radio frustration. Do you know, like, what was the whole deal tonight?
Just some people not making the right moves, you know? I get angry when I race. I have the Kurt Busch syndrome, so I apologize for that. But it was a good night other than, you know, that.
Yeah, it was an awesome night. Of course, he came into the night leading 21 laps. And really, was there a plan at the end? Could you get hooked up with any of your teammates or try to help your teammates trying to get into the playoffs? Like, was there a plan there on that final restart?
My only plan on that final restart was to try to win. All my teammates were behind me. I kind of had no help. I somehow made it through that massive wreck, and then me and Shane got linked up. I pushed him past Brent. Made my move way too soon, which I'm an idiot for that, but it is what it is. I don't plate race these cars all that often, only in here, so you live and you learn.
Yeah, and of course that's all what it's about, living, learning. Well, buddy, now that I know tonight was a rough night, but now we turn forward to the playoffs. How does it go from here as far as racing your teammates or anybody in general? I understand it's going to be clean, but is there going to be, like, no more give and take at this point?
I gotta win. You're gonna see the try-hard side of me in a bit.
Oh, good gosh, too mighty. Well, Aaron Stanton, buddy, real quick, is there anybody you want to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank you guys for putting on the show and my teammates.
All right.
I think as it stands, Josh and Jordan both got in, right?
As it stands, the points just in, I was just checking over my math beforehand. So unofficially, I'm glad you brought that up because I was about to bring it up because I got to interview a driver who's going to be a little disappointed. As it stands, Henderson and Jordan tie, but it's for the 7th position. As we stand, Lyota, Jason Williams, Brent Hammerhand will not advance as it stands right now to the playoffs. But
Team Chevy did what we needed to do then.
Yes, y'all did. But Aaron Stanton, congratulations on 2nd. Congratulations on clinching the playoffs early. Look forward to seeing how it goes next week.
Yep, thank you.
Yep. Brent Hammerhand, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. Do you have a copy?
I got you, brother. What's up?
Well, buddy, I hate to tell you, and of course, all this unofficial. Let me just say that, unofficial at the moment. But as it stands, with the way that my production team has it tallied up, unfortunately, 3rd place will not be good enough for right now, and you have been eliminated from making the playoffs.
All right.
But, buddy, I will say this, but excuse me on the broadcast, but that was one hell of a move that you made going into turn 3, making it 3 wide, trying to get there. What more could you have done, or was whenever they were wrecking behind you, that was it?
I think on the backstretch that last lap, I could have blocked Shane a little harder than I did. made my move just a little bit earlier and blocked him a little bit harder. But Shane's also a really good buddy, and I had pushed him down below the line earlier, got him loose, and I mean, not saying that I made the right move there or that I made the wrong move there. It was a good race. It was fun. Out of turn 4, I could have made a bigger move, but I'm happy.
Yes, sir, buddy. I've seen nothing to be ashamed of. The Clash winner. It's been an awesome regular season. But what's the plan here? Like with a few of your teammates, obviously racing for a championship starting next week. Is it trophy hunting or is it just trying to help Ford in general?
We go out and race, brother.
Going around. I like your mentality.
we just go out and do our thing and work together as a team. And as you saw tonight, it was big working as a team. We came back like 5 seconds on them on the whole pack, caught up to them, back in the dogfight. Just doing our thing.
It was an awesome drive, buddy. Real quick, I'll let you go. I know it's late for you, but is there anybody you want to thank tonight? I mean, it's been a great season, even if you ain't made the postseason. But is there anybody you want to thank tonight?
I know Curtis is watching. I'm glad he stuck around. He's a good buddy. My wife letting me do this, being out here and being super late. My kid for staying awake, I guess. He's still awake waiting for me. Everybody who puts this on and does this, I mean, it's fun. It's a blast. The adrenaline gets going. Just everybody in general, honestly. There's a lot that goes into this stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
but thank you guys.
Ain't no problem, buddy. Brent Hammerhand will come home third, but just will miss the playoff marker. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hell of a season.
Thank you.
I'm going to do a couple more interviews. I'm going to pull in Josh Henderson and then Jordan Jorno. Josh Henderson, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Got you, Garrett. What's up, man?
Well, buddy, of course, as I've told every driver I brought in here, unofficial until it's actually made official. But by our calculations, you and Jordan tie on points, but it's for the 7th spot. So as of right now, you and Jordan Jorno have made the postseason. Take me through the night. Led the most laps, and that's what went into the night. Actually, not a tie because you have earned the bonus point for the most laps. So actually coming in, you were in by just 1 point. How does it feel?
Oh, it's time for bed, man. It feels
I
good.
understand. It's just been made official. Jordan Jorno, Josh Henderson has clinched the playoffs.
Yeah, that feels good, man. It's we've been doing this since mid-February, so that's a lot of racing, a lot of time spent, to come down to that. Now we get a little bit of a reset, and all the bad races you had are gone, and get to kind of start over again. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball and playoff points and whatnot, but that's all right. They're within. I can see them now, right? So just gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Shake off some of the bad luck that I've had over the last couple of weeks, like Indy and some of them road courses. But no, it feels good. The whole race all night was just lead the most laps. I kept telling my brother, right, which is always hard to convince
buddy,
him
of
to let me do anything. But he's like, "Why do you want to lead so bad?" I was like, "I want to lead the most laps, man. I want that bonus point." And look at that. At the end of the day, it came out. I got the pole tonight. I led the most laps. Came home 5th. Unfortunately, once I kind of got shuffled to the back there, I had 2 awesome saves. I think I mowed the grass all the way through the front stretch there at one point. But
it was not easy.
No, it was almost went airborne. I think I hit a drainage ditch or something. But
doom buggy in it.
Buddy,
I know it's late. I know it's time for bed for you and me both. Is there anybody you want to thank tonight? Friends, family, etc., sponsors. The floor is yours.
Yeah, just thank my brother for helping me there. Like I said, he made sure I led the most laps, which I appreciate. Thank Jordan. We worked together really well. We had a chance to put him a lap down and held off just to make sure he could stay on the lead lap, and it worked out in the end. Both of us got in. That was the goal coming in. So, yeah, just thank you too, Garrett, for putting it on. I know those aren't easy.
Just repeat that one more time because I accidentally hit the volume button and muted you, so I apologize. So just repeat that whole thing.
All right, real quick. Thanks, my brother, for getting me that lap led, point. Appreciate that. Thanks, Jordan, for, we had a plan. We stuck to it. I, had a shot to lap him there. Decided, no, let's keep him on the lead lap as best I could and get us both in. And it all worked out. So good karma came around by me helping Jordan. I was able to squeak in there at the end. So, yeah, appreciate you too, sir.
All right. Not a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Josh Henderson will fight for a championship starting next week. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you. Have a good night, man. Get some sleep.
This is about to be the wildest interview I'm ever about to have. Jordan, my man, from 3 laps down to finishing 4th. Congratulations, you have made the playoffs. Tell me about it, buddy.
I'm shaking right now. Dude, there were like 8 times that race I thought I lost it. I blue screen in qualifying, managed to get in and run my qualifying. I have the fire alarm go off in my apartment building while I'm racing because I guess, according to my grandfather, some kid pulled the fire alarm for fun. So the fire alarm was going off while I was racing for part of it. Then my computer blue screened again during the actual race because apparently Discord was causing it to crash. I loaded back in 4 laps down and fought for like 55 laps to get all of my laps back. Managed to, partly because my teammates are so awesome and were willing to like use me to help them save gas and help me stay on the lead lap, which I really appreciate. Like, I can't state enough how much I appreciate that. And then at the end, I get caught up in a wreck, get a meatball, get caught up in another wreck, somehow am the only person who kept it straight and didn't get another meatball from it. Then we wreck right at the end of the race, massively, with like everybody. I thought I was screwed. I threw it into first gear while I was sliding backwards, spun it around, and passed like 6 people on the last lap of the race. And that's the only reason I'm in the playoffs.
Yes. I don't know what you people do up north there to pull fire alarms for fun, but buddy, it sounded like it was a long, stressful 2-hour race. And I mean, I said at the top of the show, and I've been saying it since we started the final stretch. Everybody had you counted out. I hate to say it, myself included. The drive from 86 back to now being in the playoffs, where does this put you mentally? And how are you going to take this momentum going into a track like Darlington next week?
Honestly, I don't even have an answer. I didn't even think about Darlington this whole time because I never thought I was going to be in the playoffs. So honestly, I have no idea. I'll have to figure that out in the week, I guess. But yeah, I don't really know how it's going to hit me mentally yet because I'm still kind of processing everything. But yeah, I don't know. I'm extremely grateful for my teammates, especially Josh, who knew what situation we were in this race and was willing to work with me, even though it jeopardized his points position a little bit. So big appreciation to him for that. And thank you to Chris for being willing to talk with me for the race and everything. If it wasn't for them, I would not be in this position, and Aaron helping me and Robert helping me and just my whole team helping me. I can't state enough how much I appreciate what they did for me to be able to make the playoffs.
Yes, sir, buddy. It was a hell of a drive through and through. And the only way I can say it is one of the most miraculous turnarounds to the ending of a season from down and out to now in the playoffs. Jordan Jorno will finish 4th, and 4th place will be enough, and he's going to probably going to be more relieved that after the run, he is good by 14 points. Good job, buddy. We will see you next week in Darlington.
Thanks, man.
You hear the emotion in his voice. Finishing results for tonight. Shane Har, what can you say? Win number 6 of the year. And has made a statement going into the playoffs. Aaron Stanton second. Brent Hammerhand came so close at the end of it, though. It will not be enough. He will have to settle for third. Jordan Jorno, Josh Anderson, 4th and 5th. Stephen Hitting, 6th. Chris Lyotta, 7th. A.J. Thompson, 8th. Colton Ward, 9th. Jason Williams. It was a valiant effort, but it will not be how he wants to enter next week. Elijah Fisher, Bobby Hadaway, 11th and 12th. Hunter Azell and Thomas Hernandez, 13th, 14th. Darcy Har, Mike Hauser, the regular season points champion, does not finish tonight after a mechanical failure somewhere in the engine. Will finish 16th. Robert Wilhoit, after battling adversity of his own, finishes 17th. That being said, we ain't going to be able to get Jason Williams in here. He's already left. Chris Lyotta, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy?
I have you loud and clear.
Well, buddy, I understand tonight, seventh place, and for a few minutes there you were in. Was there anything you could have done different, or did the last lap take you out of a championship opportunity?
Quote a famous race, and I'm probably gonna regret saying it, but
Good Lord, think before you speak now.
I got Newman.
Oh, well, that ain't as bad as
I got landed on top of by the 77. So I mean, if you go back and watch the replay of it, I'm pretty sure I had the 77 land on top of me, and I had nowhere to go.
Yeah, we're looking at it now. 77, a wild ride. Oh, yeah, you went right through the 77.
Yeah, so I saw his undercarriage,
Oh,
but I don't regret it. I was able to help Jordan get in, so I'm glad to help Jordan get in on the wild card. I'm glad Josh got in. Very happy of the Chevy organization to come out here and go get the final 2 spots.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Now let's go kick. So now all I gotta say is let's go get the manufacturer title. Let's go kick some A.
Yes, sir, buddy. We will look forward to seeing you in Darlington. And
yes, sir.
All right, Chris Lyotta comes home 7th, but just short of the championship playoffs. Appreciate it, buddy. With that being said, Jason Williams not able to be interviewed. It was a wild night at Daytona. It was a very long race. I am not going to be worth the crap in the morning. I'll say that for sure. But at the end, Shane Har, win number 6 of the season. And with that being said, before we walk out of here, I pretty much just used what I already had. It's not going to have the points reset or nothing like that. But, ladies and gentlemen, the 8 is set. Of course, the actual playoff points and all that will be available next week. Shane Har, Elijah Fisher, Aaron Stanton, Mike Hauser, Cade Cannon, Stephen Henning, Josh Henderson, Jordan Jorno. The 8 drivers who will be in the inaugural playoffs. The road to Homestead starts now, and it will go through Darlington first. And ladies and gentlemen, when this is said and done, 4 of these 8 drivers will be going to Homestead August 11th, looking for a championship. Until then, I will see y'all tomorrow night or I plan to see y'all tomorrow night for the HGR events going on. Until then, everybody be ready because Speed Weeks is just starting. Appreciate it.